Water.
Earth.
Fire.
Air.
For the longest time, the four nations have lived together in harmony. Under the wise leadership of Avatar Roku, the world has experienced an era of peace and prosperity unlike any other. But with the recent death of Avatar Roku after his volcanic island erupted, members of all four nations feel the winds and tides of change. With the search for the new Avatar only just beginning, the world seems poised on the brink of conflict. But without the Avatar, who will save the world?
Hi, I'm Andrew. I play Mako, a firebender from the Fire Nation.
Hi, I'm Archie. I play Aquila, a bloodbender from the Northern Water Tribe.
G'day, I'm Brandon. I play Rung-Bolo, an earthbender from the Earth Nation.
Hi, my name is Bree and I play Shurva, a weapon specialist from the Fire Nation.
Hi, I'm Dave, and I play Al, an airbender from the Northern Air Temple.
And I'm Owen, the dungeon master of this ragtag group of members of all four nations.
Hello!
Hi!
Hello. That almost was as good as your new fire.
Always out of sync.
You, Andrew.
Andrew, fucking... Hello, everybody.
I tried to delay.
Hello, and welcome to the Lost Archives. It's lovely to see you all in chat. Sorry about the brief technical difficulties, but if you're listening to this recorded and on YouTube, you've got no idea what we're talking about because it was a perfectly smooth transition and it played the right intro the first time around. Not
You mean
the
the
old
only
intro.
intro?
The only intro, yeah.
The only one intro played.
Intro, final, good, done, version 2.1.3. It's finished. So thank you so much for joining us, everybody, and for the Twitch stream for bearing with us through that very jumpy, unprofessional start. It's so lovely to have you here. We're very excited to be jumping into our Avatar Legends campaign. Before we do, you'll probably see on my left-hand side here, if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, we do not have Brandon with us tonight, which means Rung is going to die. I'm just going to flat out kill him at the beginning of the session.
Serves him right.
Ironically,
Chirpy will
I
survive,
think it's... Yeah, Chirpy will survive. I was going to say...
Chirpy did it, right?
It kind of has to be rocks fall and Rung dies, right? For the whole, like D&D meme, for the Earthbender meme, but maybe it's like Chirpy pushes Rung into a chasm. And he just drops down and as his body plummets past, he sees a very rich coal vein, but then just splats. No,
Chirpy just
actually
forgets
the
to feed
big
him for
bad.
4 months.
Chirpy forgets to feed him. Or like he goes to open his rations and Chirpy's eaten them all.
Yeah.
That feels of revenge. Obviously I will play Rung for tonight. I feel like my Rung impression is fairly passable, so I'm not too concerned.
Can you give us a
Yeah, so I was taking a bit of a look around this coal mine, and I'm really hoping that I can just have a bit of fun with all this coal. I like to paint myself in coal dust. You know that Bond film, Goldfinger? I'm Coalfinger, and I like to just paint myself in the coal. How's that? Was that
You
about
only
right?
said coal like 8 times.
It's not enough. Yeah.
It's not
I
enough.
should have finished with coal.
That would have been the more appropriate fit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Look at
better.
this badge. This is my coal
Flip.
badge.
Yeah.
It's a little broken.
It's a badge of authority. It entitles me access to one coal mine in a village no one's fucking heard of.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, so yeah, I'll play Rung for tonight. Rung's not gonna die, don't panic. Maybe. Unless. Now, we are going to be doing our very last session of Grounded this Saturday. It was supposed to be last Saturday, but then they went and updated it and released a new boss. Just, straight away. So we will do one more session of Grounded, which means I won't be streaming Tears of the Kingdom on Saturday morning. Instead, I've taken Friday off, and I'll be streaming it all day. So if you want to come join me for Tears of the Kingdom, I'm just going to go for it. I'm absolutely just going to blast it out. I'm very, very excited about Tears of the Kingdom. It's going to be lots of fun.
Priorities, am I right?
Priorities. I've been listening to this really cool channel, I think it's Zelda Music, who breaks down all of the trailer music and the themes in it. I'm a huge fan of music theory. So it was really, really cool. And I hadn't actually realized that the main theme, the one that absolutely rocks, that's actually an alto saxophone that they've put through a modulator for that, the ba 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 at the end bit. So I'm going to try and learn that as well, because that'd be really fun to actually do a recording of that, because my saxophone's, I think, somewhere in the cupboard behind me.
You have a saxophone?
I play saxophone, yeah.
Well,
and you've never, but you never
good
play
job.
Avatar, which is weird.
I never play.
You never play the saxophone when we're playing Avatar.
So I don't know if you
That
know
way.
this, Archie, but the saxophone's it's a woodwind instrument,
Thing.
so it requires the use of air passing through into the through the reed and into the bell. If I'm doing that, then I can't talk.
Yeah, I know, and then we
it's-
get away with everything.
And the saxophone's quite a loud instrument. It's very hard to
can-
hear anything
There's
else
noise gates.
while a saxophone.
Just turn your mic down a bit.
No, but that'd be constraining the saxophone, and that's not how a saxophone works. You don't constrain.
Sir, all I'm hearing is fucking excuses.
Oh, the deliverer on that was perfect. You're dead, Dave.
Dave,
Dave or Al?
Flying bison.
There's no
Al
difference.
forgot how to airbend.
There's no difference to me now. All right, let me do a recap of the last session. Thank you. Yeah. And we'll jump straight back into the session. So let me pull open my notes from last time. Jokes. Who takes notes? Oh, those look like good Skittles. Yeah.
Hold tub.
Is that for tonight?
Yeah.
Only for tonight.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh, wait.
no.
Caramel
Oh, you
popcorn.
go.
Oh my god, you guys have
Oh,
got
no.
like lovely treats for tonight.
Yeah.
The loveliest treat is being here with you, Owen.
Oh, thanks, Dave. That really makes up for your comment
He
before.
accepts your compliment, but not mine earlier when I told him I was proud of him.
Because Dave has a lot of making up to do.
Yes,
Dave has a lot of like brown nosing to do to make up for his previous comment. So I feel like he has to claw his way back into my good graces. All right, let me do a recap for our last session of Avatar. I think this is our episode 40, by the way. This is our 40th session of Avatar Legends.
Yeah, you said that last session, but you
I was
were
wrong. It was
So
39.
this is indeed.
This is
episode
actually-
40.
I was a bit preemptive on that one. Came a bit too soon for the episode 40, but it is now actually episode 40. Alrighty, let me
As
do a recap.
always.
Thank you for that. I thought it was going to be Andrew who would say that. I sort
I
of
just made eyebrows.
left
I
that
just
out
did
just
eyebrows.
thinking,
That's
and I
all
thought
did.
it'd be Andrew, but he restrained himself quite nicely, I have to say. Alrighty. Our story has been following Shurva and Mako of the Fire Nation, Rung of the Earth Kingdom, Aquila of the Water Tribe, and Aal of the Air Nomads. With the recent death of Avatar Roku following the eruption of his volcanic island home, omens of war and conflict seem numerous. I realized starting that sentence I was way too high energy and excited about the death of Avatar Roku, so I really quickly had to bring it down as I was halfway through. The team are currently on the trail of the 4 elemental spirits in an attempt to calm their rage and undo the damage done by a careless wish made of the whale spirit of the Siwong Desert. With 2 spirits now appeased and only 2 to go, the team are in high spirits. Having left the Eastern Air Temple following the calming of the Sky Bison spirit, the team are now traveling through the southern regions of the Earth Kingdom. Soon after arriving on Earth Kingdom soil again, the group were met by Ruler, an old man some of the team had previously met outside the walls of Ba Sing Se, who had a gift for Mako, a rather odd-looking metal lantern, promising that it would open when the time was right. After a brief stopover in the village of Chin, just in time to participate in the Avatar Day Festival, not burn the place down, the group have flown to the nearby Kyoshi Island. After meeting with the village elder Zhu, the group were introduced to the Kyoshi Warriors and their leader Coco. While the boys went shopping with some extra gold, Shurva was taken on a tour of the training grounds by Coco before engaging in a quick sparring match with her. Shurva put up a great fight, but ultimately was bested by the highly trained Kyoshi Warrior.
It was a draw.
It was almost a draw. Okay. Shurva can imagine that.
You literally said it was a draw.
Yeah,
check the record.
I think chat came in and
Yeah.
gave you a clutch initiative, not initiative, a clutch inspiration for advantage. So yeah, you are correct. I stand corrected. It was a draw. I can see you mouthing that. In exchange, as a reward for her valor and honor in combat and her strength of spirit, Shurva has been invited to learn some of the Kyoshi warrior techniques and gifted a pair of dueling fans, metal fans, designed for use in combat. We left off last session, eager to find out what the boys had been doing, knowing full well that every time the boys go off and have a side adventure, it's a fucking nightmare. So that is where we are jumping straight back in, as Rung, Mako, Aal, and Aquila, all holding quite a heavy coin purse, begin, I'm going to say, skipping down the main road towards the market, just giggling a little bit. As Rung gets distracted, Aal turns around to Rung and goes come on, Bender, we're going shopping. And that's now the title of our episode. And that is where we left off last session. So we jump straight back in with the four of you having just left the training grounds with your quite hefty bag of gold that Shurva has given you as your allowance for the day. I hate that I have to say this out loud. What would you all like to do?
Well,
Al has no idea about what money is because they don't have it in the Air Nation. So
just quickly in your description, you said we were all carrying the one pouch.
Sure, why not?
Four
I'm pretty
of
sure
us
it was
carrying one
hand,
pouch.
Pretty sure it was.
We're just holding it in the middle of the group, like.
effectively holding hands and skipping.
Yeah.
Who's running backwards? That's what I want to know.
Al. Surely Al is the most dexterous.
Yeah,
of you.
okay.
Yeah, I got that last because I was spying on the fight and joining you.
Oh,
guys.
you're spying on the girls, right?
So
Yeah,
actually, yeah, Al isn't with you guys just yet. So we'll have Al still watching over the training grounds while Rung, Mako, and Aquila begin making their way towards the market stalls. Aquila and Mako, what would you two like to do?
Okay. Aquila,
I need clothes.
you need clothes, so do I. I also need clothes. Like, I can't, this is not matching, it doesn't quite work.
Yeah, I am smelly.
Yeah, let's go find a clothes shop and, like, improve upon this.
Yeah.
Wrong,
To
do
the
you
clothes shop.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with my sleeveless
Okay.
vest that I just wear all the time. It's
Maybe
got
we
some
just get you a
pretty
bath.
distinctive coal dust patterns on it that I value. Hence why I never wash my clothes.
So bath.
Yep, just a bath then. Cool. Okay.
I neatly take my clothes off, fold them by the side of the river, and then proceed to like lightly splash myself like I'm dunking a tea bag in a cup of tea.
I would believe that, actually. Like, that does not surprise me at all.
Can we take his clothes?
And just burn them.
How
No.
do you
No.
convince Rung to undress in the middle of the street?
No. Is there like a market district that we can see, or like
There is indeed. As you head back towards the town, you can see a number of market stalls set up in the center of the town, as well as a number of shops set up inside more permanent structures. It looks like the market stalls are sort of normally set up for a couple of days before being taken down. You get the sense that given most of the produce here that's grown and made on Kyoshi Island is going to be fairly limited. Probably when traders come and dock the ship in the harbour, that's when the market stalls might open. As luck would have it, you can see there are 2 ships currently docked in the harbour that are clearly from the Earth Kingdom. And you can see there are a number of stalls that are set up with various items. A lot of food, a lot of tools, things like that. But there are also a couple of stalls with some clothing. And you can also see there looks to be a more permanent tailor on the island as well in quite a low wooden building set just off the main square. It has a number of mannequins, wooden mannequins out the front with various styles of clothing on them. Good mix of male and female, mostly Earth Nation attire, lots of greens, browns, and linen colors. But yeah, lots of options.
I suggest the tailor. Only the best, obviously.
I think Taylor probably be a bit cheaper as well.
Alrighty, brilliant.
Yes.
Well, because they're in there permanently, they gotta try and match the prices of the incoming people.
That makes sense.
Okay, it's an interesting argument.
Yeah.
Would they not?
No, they would not. They'd be more
Probably
of
the tailor would have to customize clothes, and would
Yeah.
the implication of the tailor is that it is more tailored outfits.
They make clothes to fit.
But
as
Aquila
opposed
doesn't
to-
know this. Aquila thinks that it's absolutely cheaper. Like
Yeah.
that's
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Everyone in the
I think-
water tribe just wears like furs, right?
Yeah.
Archie
heavy furs.
thinks that would be cheaper.
No. The stalls just match for juice, so they don't have to worry about actually fitting clothes to people. So it's cheaper to make that.
Like shopping at like Kmart
Yes.
or a soup
Yes.
shop. Okay.
Yes.
other brands are available. As you walk in through the door, you can hear a little bell tinkle above your heads as you push the door open. Inside, you can see that there are actually a number of skylights set into the roof. These angled wooden shutters, skylights, these angled wooden shutters providing really bright natural light into the store itself, illuminating stands where you can see lots and lots of different clothing on display. Standing behind the counter, talking to a customer, a middle-aged woman, looks to be in about her 50s, long brown black hair tied back into a quite tight bun. Her younger daughter, probably about 3 or 4, clutching onto her dress, trying to look around at some of the mannequins. The shopkeeper looks to be this very androgynous figure, very long, willowy limbs, quite pale skin, and very, very bright green eyes. Hair's cut quite short into more of a pixie cut, and you can see that the hair color is kind of this almost whitish silver, but they don't look very old as you look over at this rather androgynous figure. They look like they could be anywhere between the ages of 30 and 50. Really, that's hard to sort of tell age, and very, very long, willowy, androgynous features. They're leaning over, like tapping their chin as they look the woman up and down, and you can see they're sort of thinking under their breath. As you step in, they pause for a moment, look over and go, "I'll be with you in 1 second, please, dears. Feel free to look around the store." And they turn back to the woman. "I think we could probably come to some arrangement. Perhaps if you were to bring in any of the clothing that you have, I could do some adjustments for you and for the little one." "Oh, that would be so helpful. Thank you so much." "Not a problem, my dear. Come back whenever. I'll be open till late tonight." With that, the woman and the young daughter turn around, the woman sort of pushing past. "Oh, excuse me." She pushes past and heads out through the door. The young girl looking up at the three of you as she steps in, Rung looking down and going, "You want some coal?" The young child being like, quite scared, moving away. And then they duck out the door. The figure turns towards you. "Well, hello there, my dears. What brings you to Kyoshi Island? I don't recognize your faces."
Just a pit stop, honestly. Just passing through.
Very well.
On a little adventure.
Well, if you don't...
flying all day, just needed a break.
Oh, well, I can't imagine. Flying all day, that sounds like rather an ordeal. And if you don't mind me saying, dears, it does look like your clothes have taken the brunt of your journey. Would that be fair to say?
That is why we're here, though.
You could say that.
I suspected as such. Well, how about we have a look and see what we might be able to organize for you? I wouldn't say I have any specific fire or water nation clothing, but I can do some adjustments, and we have some dyed clothing. I have some different
dyed
colours.
Black,
Yes,
cool.
I can work with things. And your shoulder pads are very interesting. Oh no, you wouldn't have them yet anymore because only
the overcoat.
I revised that. Sorry, you only have the overcoat because you sold the rest of your stuff.
I didn't sell it. Nope, I didn't sell it. Someone else did.
Someone else sold it. Okay. Yes. My name's Fen, by the way. Pleasure to meet you, dear.
What's your last name?
Fen Bao.
Taylor?
No, Bao.
Bao.
Lovely to meet you. I'm Mako.
Marco?
I'm Rung of Lee Waiwo.
Oh, never heard of it.
No one has.
I do love that. Oh no, it's not Mr. Taylor. Fuck off, chat. Stop it. Naughty.
Yeah, it's Mrs. Taylor.
Is there like a gender neutral Ms. Mr.? There's not, is there?
No, I don't think there is.
Then it's just Taylor.
It's just Taylor.
It's just
Just
Taylor.
Taylor. Okay, you're right. Thank you. It's just Taylor, confirmed.
I'd like to see those bow buns. Oh. Chat.
Jesus.
We're not in the Fire Nation yet, guys. Oh. And
I'm Aquila.
Aquila, lovely. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to take some measurements first. That way I can have a bit of an idea about...
Obviously.
Yes,
Go
please.
for it.
More than happy.
If you could come round over here, I have a small box you could stand upon, and that way I can get some accurate measurements without hurting my back. Please, come stand up on top of the box. Who would like to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Marco. Wonderful.
Are
Please.
you older? Is Mako older?
We're all about the same age, right?
Yeah, you're all sort of between the ages of like 16 to 18, or 15 to 18.
I think
Yeah.
I was the oldest and
Shurva's
Al
the
was
oldest.
the youngest, and everyone else
Everyone
was
else
kind
is
of
in
mid.
between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's right. well, please, Mako, if you could stand up on here. And you watch as Fen directs you over towards what looks to be a crate that's been draped over with a length of material that's been beautifully embroidered to make it almost look like a small stage. And as you step up and stand upon, Fen reaches inside one of their coat pockets. The vest that they're wearing is this beautiful, rich emerald green with a very light cream tunic underneath. And as they reach into one of the pockets, they pull out, almost like a magic trick, this length of measuring tape that just keeps getting longer and longer and longer as they pull it out, almost like a clown pulling scarf. You know the trick of clowns pulling scarf out of their sleeves? This length of measuring tape just keeps coming, and then eventually they pull it out, clip it, and then you watch as the whole thing rolls back up, and then they stretch it back out into the correct positions. And as they move around, Mako, being very gentle, very respectful, getting you to hold your arms out, taking measurements from all sides, you can hear them sort of occasionally muttering under their breath, 6'3", and then we'll take it here. Quite a narrow chest, I think. Bring in a little bit there.
Yeah, I know.
He is very skinny.
We're talking about in game though, right?
To be fair, I did actually, when I drew all of your characters, I did also have your faces up. Like, I had a picture of each of your faces up next to it to help with character art. So that's why Mako, the artwork for Mako, does look a little bit like Andrew. I have to say, I think the one that is closest like Andrew is Mako. The one that looks like Arl and Dave, I don't think look that similar, unfortunately. I did not do a great job, sorry.
No, I am balding, so it is pretty similar.
Sorry, mate. At the time. Oh, Dave!
I'm pretty much Arl.
Well, when do you want to get the tattoos?
I have my tattoos, don't I?
No, but you,
Dave.
You, Dave.
Oh, mate.
Dave.
I still need my mom's permission, so.
We could get a Sharpie.
Yeah, we'll get a Sharpie. We'll try that first.
We could do it with henna as well, if you like.
Yeah, I'll just do it before the wedding and rock up to the wedding bald with an arrow in my head and see what happens.
I reckon that would be amazing. I think you should do it. No joke. I think you should do it.
Yep.
For real. Yeah, cool. Mako, after a few moments, Fen finishes their work, heads on over, pulls out a small notepad, jots down some notes, and then gets you to sort of stand very still in almost like a neutral T pose with your arms half out from your sides, not fully out, not like a full T pose, more like I guess like a Y pose, but not up, like a down Y pose. And then quickly, almost this incredible speed sketch, does this very rapid wireframe sketch of you, quickly filling out the dimensions and then incorporating the measurements in before pressing the notepad down and transferring the graphite across to another sheet of paper that is partially transparent and see-through. Well, thank you very much, Mako. Wonderful. Who would like to go next? Aquila?
I don't think Rung is looking for any clothes, so I think it'll be me.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm actually finding this place a little bit claustrophobic. It's not as tightly around me as the coal mines are, and there's no coal to comfort me if I feel unsafe. So I think I'm going to go head outside and have a bit of a wander around. I might see if I can get some food. Pretty hungry, and I haven't fed Chirpy in a very long time. Probably should go feed Chirpy as a responsible pet owner.
Wait,
where is Chirpy?
Rung would never say that.
Sorry. What have you done wrong?
Let me try that again.
What have you done wrong? Who are you?
Who's Chirpy? Oh shit. Yeah, I might go for a bit of a walk. I'll catch up with you a lot later then, eh?
Oh, but you don't want a new vest?
No, I'm pretty happy with this vest. Thanks, mate. Bye.
As Rung heads out the door and disappears. Aquila, Fen repeats the process with you, taking measurements once again, writing down the notes and then immediately heading over, drawing a quick sketch of you, and then placing the notepad down and then transferring it across to these two slightly see-through pages. You watch as then Fen reaches down and pulls out from a desk this binder full of more see-through pages, much like these. And as Fen begins flicking through, they mutter a little bit under the breath, going, okay, yeah, come over. I'll set these up on the light box. And with that, Fen takes you around the side of the desk where there is a paper lantern set up with a solid covering over the top, where light is shining through from underneath. On top of the light box, next to each other, Fen places the rough sketches of yourselves, and then from the folder pulls out all of these different designs for different clothing that they then place over the top of your sketches of you to sort of line them up and show you what the different things might look like. And you can see that these are partially modular. As Fen lines them up, the sleeves are not attached to anything. They're separate sleeves, separate torso, legs, and everything. And as
Yes.
Sven begins like pushing through them and showing you the different options, what sort of things are we looking for? Obviously, with Fire Nation clothing, if you were to be heading back home, we would want to show off your best self and my best work. So we're thinking shoulder pads are still in, but we probably want to
always.
de-accentuate the size of them. No need to overcompensate, to show an inner confidence rather than a desperate need. Hey, look at me, I've got a tiny weenie. So maybe we want to have a bit of a look through these options and a longer or shorter sleeves. You're
Andrew,
a
no.
firebender. Give me the biggest shoulder pads there
The
are.
massive one.
I want
I wanna
6
knock
meter
down
shoulder pads. I don't want to fit through doors.
I was thinking longer sleeves.
Longer sleeves. Oh, you are a firebender, correct?
Yes, I am.
Do you not have problems with the sleeves sometimes catching a bit of the charcoal or the fire as you... Maybe we could have them be able to be
I
rolled
haven't
up.
really. Yeah, to be honest, I never used to firebend with long, much at all. It's sort of a newer thing that's become more frequent.
Well, perhaps we could coat the cuffs in some slightly flame-resistant material. Maybe I could use a very dense weave treated in maybe some sort of protective coating to try and protect from the
Yeah.
flames. If you wanted to stick to the longer sleeves, that was.
Long sleeves would be great.
Long sleeves, okay. And your shoes, they look in fairly good nick. I have to say, I'm not a cobbler myself. We have one who occasionally comes through town, maybe every 6 months or so.
That's okay. I'm more after just the rest of the attire.
Yes, of course.
Is Mr. Cobbler due soon?
Fuck you. Capes.
Yeah, I'm
No
getting a
capes.
cape. Of
capes.
course, I'm getting a cape. Like, what is this?
Darling, no capes. Is that Edna? That's Edna, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Cobbler, it's a fun title. I've not heard him referred to that way. I'm not sure when he's next due in. I think Pamon is due back in a couple of months. I'm afraid to say I didn't pay much attention to when he last came through. Sorry, dear. I'm not quite
That's
sure.
okay, we can wait.
You were here for quite some time, then. You have
No.
lodgings?
We will be fine without issues. We're
Oh.
gonna leave soon anyway.
No problem. And as for colours, my Fire Nation friend, I'm thinking lots of reds. You tend to go for the crimsons, I've noticed, is
Crimsons and
highest
blacks.
of
Yeah.
fashion. Now, for trimming, gold a bit too much, or are you thinking not real gold? I have some gold thread here that can be quite
Ooh.
dashing. If you were looking to wow, to dazzle those who gaze upon your
got
visage.
me. Okay, yep, gold it is.
Wonderful. I'll make
Oh, that was a
note.
hard convince.
Hard convinced right there.
Yeah, it was a really hard push.
You really twisted his arm.
And do you have I know that some members of the Fire Nation have a family crest or sigil they like to incorporate. If you had a drawing of it, I could try to stitch something into the breast pocket. Or perhaps you could get that from your regular tailor when you're back in the Fire Nation as a patch. I'm sure that wouldn't be a problem at all.
Yes.
Mako
I'm just trying to-
furiously googling.
No, I'm looking in my inventory to see if I still have it.
RGB. Thank you, chat. Yes, I have a number of LED strips I could incorporate. The height of class to be walking
you
around
got
flashing with RGB.
Oh,
I can
hell yeah, I'll
synchronize
get
it to
on
when
that.
you talk, so it looks like you've got like some sick bass dropping as you chat. Or if you happen to walk past any ambient noise even slightly above 6 decibels.
Or you
Obviously.
just walk on concrete.
Yeah.
No, I'll
Always
get the
offensive.
steel when I'm back home.
No problem at all. And any other features? I'm guessing we want to leave a little bit of room for you to grow up a little bit taller. You've still got some growing to do, I imagine.
Just a little bit.
You look like still a bit of a young man. So maybe we'll leave a little bit of room.
Cape?
A cape?
Yeah.
I could look at incorporating a cape. Are you thinking a half shoulder, full body, maybe just a low drop cape? Are you thinking hooded, lined? Marco's just like furiously consulting his mind palace for podcast
Yeah.
listeners. A half cape is a shoulder cape. It only comes over one shoulder. Sometimes sword duelists will use that fashion as a way of showing off their sword hand. It's kind of a bit of a brag that they'll sometimes do as a sign of their confidence in their own abilities. Otherwise, if you're looking for a full cape, a full body cape to wrap around you to keep you safe from the weather as you're wandering around, if you're a bit of a traveller, could look at doing something like that. We could oil the cape as well to keep it waterproof. However, you will need to make sure you do not expose it to fire, which could be a bit more tricky.
Don't worry about the waterproof too much, but I'll go with the full body cape for elemental.
And colours for that as well, the same crimson. You'll certainly make a statement.
Is there like a grey or something, like a more neutral colour?
I do have. Give me one moment. And Fen runs, moving quite quickly and quite rapidly, moves out from behind the light box, heading back through a drape over a door, before emerging with this roll of this, almost like a dark burgundy material. Sort of like a grey-red. I have this, although I must say it is quite a coarse material, but maybe for your cloak that is not a problem.
Oh god, I just saw a picture.
What picture?
And I'm really sold on it, but I don't want to.
Do you want to put it in Twitch chat so everyone can enjoy it?
Do it!
No, you can do it.
I'll do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you share it on Discord?
He sent
I
it to
just sent it to Discord.
Oh,
I'll share
you
it.
sent it.
I'll post it.
Yeah, he sent it to me.
It's sale on eBay at the moment.
And I'll do my best to describe it. Oh no, this is going to be...
It's in chat. It's in chat.
Oh wow, so this is kind of like a combo half cape, but rather than a half cape, it's where you've taken the full cape and just draped it over one shoulder, and it's now dragging on the ground like a train, almost like a bridal train, essentially, but only off one shoulder. The dude wearing this looks like an African prince. Oh, it is Saturn as well, and it's $118.
I think he's on Earth, not Saturn, but yeah.
This guy's a class. Look at the number of badges he has on his uniform. This guy's classy. He's got are they medals or is that like brocade? And it's brocading for the suit.
That's just a suit.
I think that's the suit.
It is the suit.
He's just full class.
That is a sexy
I think I would have to
motherfucker.
stick to the full cape, but that is very impressive. I won't
Is
lie.
that what you want? Do you want that?
No. I'll stick to the full cape. That's just all like.
Well, I can certainly sort something out for you there. A full cape, yes. Perfect. And as for you, my Water Tribe friend, I'm guessing that if it does seem like you are traveling through the Earth Kingdoms, probably your normal furs are a bit warm, no?
Yes. I don't intend on returning to the Northern Water Tribe anytime soon. So I don't really need to worry about staying too warm.
Okay. Well, in that case then, might I suggest something a little bit lighter? Given your friend is a firebender and you have a water skin at your side, I'm guessing you're a waterbender as well?
You would be correct.
Okay. So probably something a little bit water resistant or something that dries very quickly would be ideal for you. Perhaps something in more of a darker blue to bring out your darker features. Or we could go for a much lighter blue as a bit of a contrast. Entirely up to you. I'm thinking
That
maybe
red to bring out the real darkness in him.
Yeah, red to bring out the blood that you manipulate like some sick
trim.
fucking
It's a red
puppeteer.
trim. Oh yeah.
Now, maybe... Oh yeah, I do realise that chat's just brought up a really good point. When people aren't here, the photos are black and white, so it does look like it's an in memoriam photo of Brendan. Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
If I increase the lightness, I think it'll be a bit less intense. Hey, let me put the light, the brightness up. I'll do this. I'll make it a bit less intense. How about that? Let's increase the brightness a bit. That should be a bit less intense. Yeah, so maybe we could incorporate maybe a little bit of fur in the design, but rather than functionality, we're going for more style to bring out some of that Water Tribe chic, as it were. How does that sound?
Sorry, child.
That's fine.
Call the tailor a child?
Yes.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think a little bit of fur would be good, but yeah, keep blue, keep subtle.
Lighter blue or darker blue notes? What would you say?
Darker blue.
Okay, I can definitely do
Something that can like, I guess, sort of like blend in and sort of not be noticed as much as well.
Yes, okay. And a material that
Maybe
dries
maybe a
quickly.
hood. Maybe a hood.
wood. I have to warn you, Fenn's fashion does not blend in very well. It is meant to be looked at and enjoyed, but I will do my best to accommodate a much more subtle, more
Just a subtler
measured approach.
beauty. Just a subtler beauty would be fine.
Yes, more of a subtle grace, judging by your bearing, I think. I can work with that. So I will do maybe a darker blue, some patches of grey, and some sections of leather and furs. Oh, I've got some hide for the penguin seal. Maybe we could do some of that. Okay, great. Well, wonderful. How long are you in town for? How long do I have to get these together?
A day?
After all that.
Yeah,
A day.
like a day or two. We could hold them off for an extra day.
Okay.
How long would it take you to perfect your
craft.
Normally
Your craft.
2 or 3 days per outfit, but I think given that you are on a tight timeline, we can discuss maybe a slightly higher price for
That's fine by
priority
me.
service.
Keep in mind it is currently late afternoon
Yeah,
going
yeah,
into
yeah. Don't worry,
evening.
we got this.
No,
So like
It was
one
early
full
morning.
day would be
not
all
early
of
morning.
tomorrow.
wasn't it early morning when
We also
Not
need to
early
go
morning.
to the library.
You guys all left just after training finished,
Oh,
and the
right.
training
'Cause-
girls were about to go get ready for dinner.
Yep.
Yep.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm okay with this. I
Mr.
have
Library's
5
in a
points.
cage.
Yeah, we're okay.
Well, Mr. Lubricant.
He shouldn't have got caught. Honestly, he shouldn't have got caught.
Yeah.
With the sleeves,
Yes.
would you able to get like for the cufflinks or like the buttons, lightning bolts?
Lightning bolts.
Yeah.
I could incorporate something like that. Sure.
Yeah.
I don't have any metal lightning bolt cufflinks on hand, but I could probably talk to our local carpenter and get some painted wood, if that would be appropriate. Or are
That-
you
yep.
looking for metal?
No, that would be fine for now.
Okay, wonderful.
Oh, wait.
I think
You
Hang on a
you'd
second.
be
They're gonna burn
safer
up, eh?
than- Well, metal would just get struck by the lightning that you're trying to.
They're just
The wood-
conducting
the
the,
wood
lightning back
shouldn't.
to you.
Dried
shouldn't-
wood shouldn't. It's actually the water in plants that conducts the lightning more than the actual wood fibers
Yeah,
themselves.
so but if you had the metal instead.
Metal would definitely
Yeah,
conduct
but like when I'm
lightning.
The
bending
wood
on,
you could, the wood once it's like
But-
painted, if it's like got like a good lacquer on it or something like that, it shouldn't burn as easily.
Yep,
It should
okay.
be fire
Wood will be
retardant.
fine then.
But isn't the point to be like a lightning rod to redirect it?
No, I
So,
don't
like,
think-
the
I don't
metal-
think Mako
He,
wants
he
to-
needs to be the lightning rod.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to be the
Otherwise,
lightning
His clothes not so much.
his clothes are getting struck by lightning and burning immediately and catching fire with him in them.
Yep. I don't want that. Yep. No, the wood will be fine.
Wonderful. Well,
Anything else?
well, you tell me. You tell me. Is there anything else I could incorporate into the
Akila?
designs?
Upsold yourself.
Is there anything else you require? Any other motifs, designs, aspect, patterns, colors, tone, style? You tell me.
No.
No, I'm
Great.
really happy with this.
Yeah, I'm good.
No problem at all. Well, I will be having a bit of a late one tonight. Normally I work on a price upon delivery, but given that we're doing a bit of a priority service here and you're going to be leaving town very soon, it would be a real shame if I started on these and you were to skedaddle. So
Yeah.
I would prefer a half now, half on completion. How does that
How
sound?
much would that be?
So for the 2 outfits together, probably going to set you back about 6 gold pieces.
Yep, sure.
Remember, you have a lot of money.
Oh, yeah.
compared
No,
to what you
No, I
probably
was
need.
expecting way
I
more.
was expecting a part of me up here.
I mean,
I-
let's be real.
Is this
Let's be
though?
real. The cloak is just a big length of fabric that has some seams.
Yeah.
The shirt, the tunic, like you've asked for pretty basic stuff. You haven't gone for like layered material. You're not asking for like fire retardant. You're not asking for like really.
Oh, no,
you're-
isn't my shirt,
just the
fire-
cuffs, not the whole thing. Did you want the whole thing? Did you?
Yeah, can I
we
have
did-
like more of that,
over the whole
resistance?
thing. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. When I was suggesting the cuffs only, I thought that.
No,
Yes,
no,
well, no.
like more of the...
No, not a problem. Well, then probably that's going to set you back to about 8 or 9 gold in that case. The
And the
lacquer, the
cape was
coating that we use is quite expensive.
Just a normal cape. Also put that on the cape.
The cape as well? Okay, the
Yes.
cape is going to be quite a large amount of material that we're
That's
treating. We're up
okay.
to about 11, 12
Yep,
gold
okay,
now.
that's fine.
13. Make it around 15.
Wait. Is that
Okay.
half? Is that half of it? Is that half now, or is that like the total?
That's the full. Is that the full or is that the half?
Oh no, that's the half now.
Okay, so the 11's good. Yeah, we'll do the 11. Yeah, that's fine. All good.
You asked how much you were paying now, so I answered that question.
So it's 20. It's 22 total. Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
I'm okay with that. Yep.
Brilliant. Well, please, if you would.
Yep.
Fan
I'm
holds
going
out
to
their
switch
hand.
off the 11. Yep.
Hand over 11 gold. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Well, thank you. I might actually be closing up a little bit early, I think, and I'll get to work in the back room on these. Please, if you wanted to have a look around, feel free to stay in the store as long as you want.
Question: is there a blacksmith around here?
A blacksmith? Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Which way would I go for that?
If you head out the door, take a left-hand turn down the main road. Once you've passed 2 left-hand turns, you want to take the 3rd. He's just and he'll be just in front of you as you pass down.
Thank you so much.
No problem at all.
Thank you for all your help.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure, dearies. I will see you tomorrow, probably around about lunchtime at the very, very earliest. In fact,
Yep, not a problem.
If I get to work right
Probably
now, I
drop
think.
by after that.
Yes, no problem at all. Wonderful. Well, have a lovely afternoon and evening, and I will see you both tomorrow.
No problem.
Thank you.
so much. Bye bye.
No problem at all.
Ding
Bye
ding.
now.
Ding ding.
Alrighty, as the two of you head outside, at this point, Al joins you. Al, you've just caught up at this point. As you're heading down the main road, you're kind of like looking out for your friends. You can't see Rung.
I like to think I was like flying around the town to try and spot them as opposed to
Okay.
just walking.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
In that case, then, as you're sort of gliding around, looking out, you see them emerging from a shop, and as you swoop down and land, clicking your glider back together again, you are reunited.
Hey guys!
Hey.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, did you buy anything yet?
We just bought some clothes.
What's shopping like?
It's
Pretty.
Yeah, it's
Pretty
fun.
cool.
I'm gonna head down to a blacksmith. You want to join us? Wait,
Yes.
Do you need anything?
Well, I was hoping to find a cloak that's less noticeable than this bright yellow and orange one.
Oh,
So-
don't try this shop. She
Yeah, no.
specializes in not subtle.
Okay.
Are you trying to
was
blend
looking
in
at
with
that
us
ship.
or with everyone else?
Oh.
Because if you're trying
Well,
to
we
blend in
don't
with us,
usually
then go to the
very
shop.
blend in very well, so
Because I'm not gonna blend in anymore. Just putting that out there.
anymore.
You'll
Well,
see.
You'll see.
You mean you've been blending in so far?
Yep.
In
Have I not
comparison,
been?
it's all perspective.
I was gonna check out one of those two Earth Nation ships. One that says Kmart and the other one says Big W.
yeah.
Kamar and Beware.
Oh, I think it's Beware. I prefer Beware.
Beware. Actually, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go Beware. Beware.
Beware.
Beware?
Well,
Yes.
Beware.
Beware.
yeah, some of those Earth Nation ones are
Beware.
weird, right?
Yeah. let's
Yeah, you want to come, or did you want to go to the blacksmith?
go. I need to go to the blacksmith.
I'll come to Beware.
Do you need money, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had money before. What? Yeah.
Now,
How
don't
much?
just give it away.
Isn't that what you do? You give it away and they give you something back?
Here's 10
Only-
gold.
Is that a lot?
Yes.
That'll be enough for what we need.
That's enough for Beware. You should be able to buy all of Beware with that.
Cool.
You can
Okay.
easily buy a whole shopping cart.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to go together? So what are we doing?
I'm gonna go down to the blacksmith. If
Cool,
neither
cool.
you two have business there, then I'll head off by myself.
That's good. Aquila, you've done trading before, right? With money.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah. I have no idea, so you'll help me prevent me from getting swindled, right?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. Okay, let's go.
It's at this point Dave wished that Avatar Legends had an insight check function. But
Even
okay.
if it was, Al wouldn't use it because he trusts Aquila too
It's
much
okay,
before he can
because-
bloodbend him.
He wasn't there when I tried to offer more money just to round up to a nice number.
I was a fan of that. That was great. Well, let's do Mako first then, and then we'll
Oh,
go
shit,
to the
okay.
Yeah,
the
let's do Mako.
shippers. So, I don't think anyone had
Third left.
shipped Arl
Third
and
left.
Archie together.
Third
So,
left.
Mako, as you head down the main road,
Third left.
third left. was it blue flower, red thorns? Blue flower, red thorns. As you walk down the main road, you take on the first left, on the second left, you get to the third left, you look left, there's a blacksmith's right there. Obviously a blacksmith's. You can see 2 large smelteries set up, a number of kilns active as well, and you can see what looks to be a large channel of oil steaming softly with a very, very muscular looking Earth Nation citizen. Tunic is sweat stained and has some like holes and burns on it, wearing a very thick leather apron and large, thick leather gloves, quenching what looks to be a very large, misshapen lump of metal in this trough of oil. And as you hear this tss coming up out of the oil, the surface bubbles and rides, letting out this mass of roiling, sputtering oil. You get the sense that getting too close to this thing is not going to be particularly fun. So you keep your distance for the moment. And then as the figure places the metal bar down, you can see that this is clearly some sort of farming implement. What first you mistook for this misshapen item is actually almost like a shovel, but with a curve spiral at the tip. Looks like some sort of planting implement. You don't really know. You've got no interest in planting and have no history knowledge of it. So as you look at it, you're like, cool.
Farming? What's that?
Yeah. As you head on over, the blacksmith turns around. You can see a very large, thick, bushy beard.
Well, hello there. What can I help you with?
Good evening, sir. I was just hoping to see if you had any weapons for sale.
Weapons for sale, yes, of course. It wouldn't be much of a blacksmith's if I didn't have items of defense and offense for sale.
That's fair. You know
what manner of weapons are you looking for? Are you looking for a sword,
I was hoping
shield?
for some throwing knives.
Throwing knives? Aye, I can... Absolutely. The Kyoshi Warriors often use such items and come to me for my expertise.
And maybe a sword.
And a sword as well. Of course, young master.
But that
please.
one's less important. Yep.
The sword's less important than the throwing knives. Aye, okay. Well, in that case then, I've probably sure you've got a few throwing knives on hand. I think I've probably got an order in from the Kyoshi Warriors. Let me see here. Yes, we've got an order in for 4 for them, which leaves me with 6 left. If you wanted to purchase any of those, you're welcome to.
How much would they set me back?
Per knife, it's only going to set you back 5 silver.
Oh, yeah, I'll take
for the
all 6 then.
For the 6, you'll be looking at just about 3 gold.
Yep. That seems reasonable. I'll do that.
No problem at all.
As he hands over the knives, you can see these are much more similar to kunai, the Japanese throwing knives. The blade itself is slightly diamond-shaped, and the handle is wrapped in what looks to be leather strips, and there is a ring at the end made of the metal that is of the blade. It's a single piece of cast metal with a hoop at the back, a loop for you to hold onto with your fingers so that you can use it as a throwing weapon and as an actual knife.
Cool. Awesome. And now the sword.
A sword as well, that's right. Now, swords are very important to get correct. If it's too large or too heavy, it won't be effective in combat. Too light and it'll break and crack, and you'll be swinging yourself and wasting energy moving it around. I'm going to test you with a few iron rods and get a measure of your strength. If that's okay, lad.
Yep, that's fine. That's probably good.
Brilliant.
He reaches down, pulls out a few iron rods and passes them to you. They're really heavy. Swords are heavy, Mako, and you've only really ever had like a ceremonial rapier.
This is more for practice. Yeah, this is more for practice.
So as you hold up each of these metal rods, you're really struggling, and by the third rod, he gently takes it off you and looks you in the eyes and goes,
"You sure you want a real sword?"
It's for training.
For training. Maybe then. If it's not too insulting, young master, perhaps you'd be best off with something made of wood to help you build your muscles. It'll allow you to practice more to begin with, build up some strength, get your form right, and then when you've had a bit of a chance to get yourself prepared, you can move on to something a bit heavier and a bit sharper.
You wouldn't have any weapons that would help, like, be used well with bendings, would you? Like, fire bending?
Weapons
or know of any weapon.
Firebending.
Or know of
sorry, I can't say that I do.
Yeah.
I know some earthbenders are quite keen on the hammer. It can allow allow them
That
to
makes sense. Yeah.
really push earth and dust away from them. I know a number will often use their earthbending to shoot rocks in the air and then might use the hammer swing to help direct the flow of the rocks that they're throwing, but firebenders, no, I'm sorry, young master, I can't say I'm aware of any weapons that would work
That's
with
okay.
fire.
Thank you for the help, though.
Tell you
That's just
what, why don't I can put a crossbar on one of these lighter rods, sharpen up the tips a bit. It's not going to be a proper sword, but it'll give you a bit of an idea of the heft and
For
balance.
training, yeah.
Yeah, to give you a bit of a chance to get used to it, and take it to a blacksmith. Make sure they know that the weight's to be matched, the balance. They'll sort you out something nice. Or if you come back here, I can help you out as well.
Cool. Thank you.
No problem at all. To be honest, these rods, I just use them for junk. You can have it. You've spent some gold on some knives. I'll just put a crossbar on. These are just for rubbish and slag anyway. I'm happy to give one to you.
Thank you, Seth. So really appreciated. I saw you using oil. Do you have anything that could go on like a whip that can be ignited on the whip?
Oh, the oil I use is deliberately designed to not catch fire. It'd be a bit scary if I was trying to quench my weapons.
I'll just try
and
my
they just
luck.
combusted. Could be
That'd
in
be
real
awesome.
trouble. No, I'm sorry. Most of the oil I use is not. It's not designed to catch flame. It might catch on the surface, but it won't ignite per se. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for your time. These are lovely gifts. I hope you have a lovely day.
Oh, you too, young master. Lovely, polite manners. Brilliant.
And I don't know.
Alrighty, let's jump to Shurva, because Bree's been sitting here very patiently for a while with nothing to do.
Why didn't you
Playing
bow?
Sudoku.
What was that, sorry? Why didn't he... What?
He didn't bow when he left. So rude.
Okay. Bree, we last left off with you as Coco had offered to show you some tips and some training methods of the Kyoshi Warriors, and I believe she'd invited you back the next day for a half-day training session with them to join them in the morning. Excuse me. To join them in the morning for a training session with the other Kyoshi Warriors. As Coco is sort of like taking off some of her armor and wiping off the makeup, just in the open area of the training ground around the back, she sort of looks around at the rest of the Kyoshi Warriors who are sort of just finishing packing up as well. She's sort of a little bit behind them, having participated in that match. I should also add, a lot of the Kyoshi Warriors, they come over, they congratulate you, you get pats on the back, a few handshakes, like a lot of love from these very clearly highly trained, highly specialized warriors who, yeah, just a lot of respect and honor seems to be present.
Girls looking out for girls, you know.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, there's a sense. There is actually. That's a really good way to say
You
it.
boys wouldn't understand.
There's a sense of real camaraderie, even though you're not one of them by training and by history. The fact that you are a warrior who has stood toe to toe with one of theirs and you've proven yourself very capable in fight, that kind of makes you part of the club. And there is that real sense of camaraderie in the Kyoshi Warriors. A few of them invite you out for dinner, invite you out for drinks if you wanted to come. A number of them are heading home, but some of them are heading out to go get drinks and dinner together. Some of them are going to be heading down to the beach to have a little bonfire and a bit of a hangout after the practice. Coco sort of gives a bit of a smile as the other Kyoshi Warriors are kind of like offering you these things. Leans in as the last one sort of moves back and goes, you don't have to respond. It's okay. You don't have to go. No pressure. I know probably you've been traveling all day. You might be a bit tuckered out. Not a problem. Like, you don't have to go and join in. I'm a bit beat. I don't think I'm going to be heading down to the beach for a bonfire tonight. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. But if you don't want to, no pressure. They won't be insulted. I promise.
Honestly, I'm pretty wiped, so I don't think I'm going to go anywhere.
No, that's absolutely fine. Your friends, have you got dinner sorted for the evening? Otherwise, I was going to maybe hang out here a little bit tonight, make sure that you guys are all settled. I mean, where I live is not too far away from the guest house where we'll set you up. I can organize some extra food and we can have a bit of a dinner with everyone if you like.
I mean, that'd be awesome. I feel like the guys are not going to be using the money I gave them to buy food, so that's probably a really good idea.
Boys, am I right?
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
just
all
feel
right.
bad for your poor town. once
No,
they're done with it.
look, it'll be good for them. I think they get lulled into a sense of complacency sometimes, and they sometimes forget what it's like to have a bunch of rowdy boys all around. Maybe this will be good. Maybe it'll.
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows?
I imagine you don't get a lot of, I guess, male travelers come through unless they're warriors trying to prove themselves in some way.
We still get traders and stuff coming through, male traders coming through. People, a lot of Water Tribe members coming from the Southern Water Tribe often will travel up and take a stop over at Kyoshi Island rather than take the full journey from south to north. Look, to be honest, all the local lads here are really, really quite nice. I mean, they've grown up with the Kyoshi Warriors. It's a great honor to have a fighting force named after Avatar Kyoshi, who, I mean, was the most badass Avatar. Let's be honest.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think anyone would disagree with that. But yeah, sometimes we get people come through, warriors, thinking they can humble a
Best
whole bunch
you.
of girls. Yeah. There's nothing I enjoy more than absolutely kicking them to the ground, breaking their spirits, and putting them back in their place.
That does sound like a great time.
Let me tell you, there is nothing more fragile than the middle-aged man's ego. Not all of them, I should say, but the ones who come here thinking they need to prove themselves, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, especially if they're warriors, they have to have the ego. Otherwise, they don't have the bravery when they're in the battle themselves.
Let me tell you something that I've noticed. You might have noticed this too. Real warriors, regardless of gender, upbringing, location, don't need to prove themselves. They don't need to brag. They don't need to talk big. They don't need to travel around beating other people. They're confident enough that they don't need any of that. It's the insecure ones, the ones who feel they need to prove themselves and who come to take on, in their eyes, a bunch of girls, thinking that that's, if they beat us, they'll feel better about themselves. It's quite satisfying not giving them that.
Honestly, I don't get it though. Like, big burly men trying to beat up little girls, and that makes them feel better about themselves. Like, it's just so much funnier when you guys inevitably kick their asses.
Yeah, it is. We agree. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll get together some food. We'll make sure we all meet up back at the guest house. Do you know how long your friends will be?
Honestly, no. How long were we sparring for?
Probably would have been sparring for about, I reckon, like 5 minutes. It was a pretty quick bout, but then like getting set up, the initial chats, it's probably been about an hour and a half that you've been with the Kyoshi Warriors, maybe 2 hours.
Yeah. It's starting to get dark. I might
It is
go
starting to
for a
get
bit of a wander and see if I can spot them setting fires anywhere.
Why do
That's
I get the
a joke,
sense?
that's a joke.
Why do I get the sense you meant that literally though?
No, they only do that in villages that hate the Avatar. It's okay, you guys are fine.
Chin Village?
Yeah.
You set a fire in Chin Village.
I didn't set the fire, but I also didn't try that hard to stop them, to be
Shame
honest.
well, look,
No evidence. No evidence.
That
Your Honor.
hard?
I
Your Honor,
mean,
there was no evidence.
Chin
All
Village.
Al knows is that he saved his friends from an angry mob. That's
Yeah.
all Al knows.
Yeah, Al doesn't know why the mob's angry, but I'd say Al probably is just savvy enough to know it probably wasn't undeserved. Look, I have to say, if you had something to do with the burning down of Chin Village, as long as people weren't hurt, I've got no problem with that. Chin Village is a monument to a man with a tiny penis.
See, the issue is we don't know if anybody got hurt because we had to kind of leave pretty quickly. We'll
Right.
assume that no one did.
We didn't see any dead bodies.
And no one was in the building that you guys set on fire.
Let's choose to believe that no one got hurt, and that's
Yeah.
the best outcome, right? Let's. I'm happy to stick to that story.
Absolutely.
And if anyone from Chin Village dares cross the water and ask us, did we harbour any fugitives who burned down their town, I will tell them to fuck right off.
Perfect.
Or I'll
Sounds
feed
great
them.
to me.
Or I'll feed them to the Unagi.
Also works, yeah. Works really well.
Brilliant. Well, I'll meet you back at the guest house in maybe 20, 30 minutes. Give me a chance to freshen up. If you wanted to have a bath or anything, there's a bathroom that we use for the training grounds, which is also attached to the guest house. There should still be some hot water in one of the pots there. I know some of the girls would have run a bath or some hot water. Just if you can stoke the flame up a little bit, you can get the water as hot as you want. Just use as much as you need.
All right, thank you
Because
so much.
any hot water you use, the boys don't get to use.
That's a great point.
You use as much as you want.
I might enjoy that before I go looking for them.
Yeah, we have a firebender.
And a waterbender. Yeah, that's fair.
What's that?
I'll catch you later then, Shurva.
All right, sounds good.
Brilliant. Let's jump over to Al and Archie. Archie, as the combined ship name is now
That's
called.
our couple's name.
That's what they call us.
Alrighty, Archie. As the two of you head down towards the docks where the two ships are currently moored, you can see the good ship Kamar is a 3-masted trading ship. Although looking at the front mast, you think it's more of a decorative mast. The way that the sails are lined up, these beautiful silk and paper sails, it doesn't look like the ship moves very quickly at all. The ship next to it, the bourgeois. What do we want to call it for?
Beware.
Beware.
The beware. Okay, the beware.
Beware.
Okay, do you know what? Let's fucking go for it. The Beware looks to be much more of a rough and hearty vessel. You can see that they're actually flying no flag from the top of the mast, and a group of very colourful sailors do seem to be moving about the decks, including a man dressed in a long black oiled trench coat, a tricorn hat, an eye patch, and a large lizard parrot on his shoulder.
Yes.
A lizard parrot.
Another
A lizard
horrifying
parrot.
creation
That's
just
just
made.
love it.
Yeah. You get the
Kind of
sense, looking at the ships, that the Beware is probably a bit of a rougher vessel, but might have more interesting items for sale.
Do either of them look like they sell clothing? Is there a stall in the front, or do you have to go onto the ship?
Looks like you might have to go onto the ship.
What do
You know how to do shopping, right, Archie? If
are you
I'm looking for a
sensing?
cloak and some fans,
Who's Archie? I'm Aquila.
oh,
Sorry.
Well, the guy on that captain on Beware is wearing a coat.
yeah, no, that's a good point. Let's go there.
Cool.
Great. All right. Well, let's do the pirates then. I mean, what? As
What?
you head up the
The what?
gangplank, as you head up the gangplank onto the ship, a voice calls out from the crow's nest, "Captain, we got customers, Captain!" Calling from the crow's nest. As the man in the trench coat turns around, he lifts up his eye patch to get a look at you with both eyes open. You can see that underneath the eye patch. One of his eyes is completely fine. He hasn't got one eye or anything. He's just wearing the eye patch.
It's just aesthetics.
Yeah, it's just aesthetics. Welcome aboard the good vessel Beware. What can I get you on this fine day? You're looking for goods and wares? The Beware has all wares.
Oh, that's a good line. I like that.
I definitely did not just make it up on the spot. The black spot. Ah! No, I didn't. He lifts up his eye patch and you find another eye patch. That's too funny not to do. Yeah, that's exactly what you see. Thank you, Jedi Muffin. That's brilliant. As he lifts up the eye patch, he has another eye patch underneath and he swaps them and changes them around. Yeah.
Are they different colors or?
Yeah. One's black, the other one's like bejeweled.
I was looking for like a black coat that I could just throw on what I'm wearing, or
A
throw
black
over what I'm
cloak.
wearing?
Something to hide you from prying eyes, to permit some skullduggery, no doubt, eh?
oh, well, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have to say, me eye picks up on certain things. I've only got the one, but it's a real sharp eye. I peel it once a day, and I can tell you now, you two look like you're fine, upstanding gentlemen who would be interested in the wares that we've got below. Would I be correct in that there assessment?
I don't know what you have below, so I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Well, wonders the likes of which you've never seen. Does that sound like it's got your noggin moving around and wriggling?
I mean,
Yeah.
A bit more enthusiasm wouldn't go astray there, young one, but no worries.
Yay!
You didn't actually list anything that you had underneath there, so I still don't know how to answer the question.
I'll answer it in a single word that's sure to wet your whistle. Booty.
No, I didn't come here for shoes. I came here for a cloak.
Plunder, my airbending friend. Treasure.
Oh, but isn't treasure usually gold? And
Oh, there
if
be
we're here to
plenty of
buy
that
things
below
with
deck.
gold.
Yeah.
Then how would we just be trading gold for gold?
Aye, the lads stumbled upon the joys of economics.
Did,
You need
So
to
you have a
keep your
cloak
mics
down there?
unmuted because it's all very well for you guys to be dying in the background, but the podcast system is just deathly silence. I'm just watching Andrew actually die in the background. Oh my god, amazing.
So you have a cloak down there that is what I'm looking for? Because I don't mind. I'm not really looking
for
for
sure, we'll have all sorts of goodies there for you. Anything a young airbending lad like yourself would be much excited. And you, my waterbending friend, I'm sure we'll find something down there to wet your whistle.
Can I assess the situation?
Yeah, go for it.
You're about to be kidnapped. That's what's happening right now.
You know what's
That's
down
a
there?
6.
You are.
Yeah,
You
okay,
are
let's
the
go.
plunder. 6. Yeah, I mean, that's a miss. So, Al has no questions, apparently.
Yeah. Well, you want to go have a look at that shop underneath? I want to say Archie, but it's not Archie. It's
Aquila.
Oh my god.
Did you also roll something real bad?
4.
Oh!
You're all doing great.
I mean, I feel fine about this.
Do you know what
Cool,
I do
yeah.
have that might be handy for the young airbender? I've got a gas lantern. It's a
Why would
lantern
that
powered
be-
by gas. You can create light with gas if you ever wanted to gaslight somebody.
Oh no! Apparently, I've been doing that very well by myself.
Oh, wonderful. No need for the shenanigans of a gas lantern, then. Well, please, step below. I'll lift up the large, heavy grating that only 2 men could lift. You can step below and check out underneath.
Oh, that's very
Question.
kind of you.
It is
Question,
locked.
is this
Let me unlock it first.
Is this a wooden ship?
Yeah, it is a wooden ship.
Okay, cool.
We keep it
also,
locked
we came
to
here.
protect our passengers.
I did have a note here that I wanted to ask earlier.
Yeah?
Where did we park Mango?
Where did you park Mango? Over near the
Yes.
the Warriors Hall, over where Shurva
Okay,
and
yeah,
the
that
Kyoshi
sounds pretty
Warriors are.
safe. The word warrior. sounds
We've
pretty
recently
safe, so-
acquired a menagerie. This strange beagle sparrow. And this large bison who really
Hey,
likes
Ron,
our
what are you
mango.
doing down here?
They told me they had lots of coal below deck, but turns out that's a lie, and I'm now being sold into slavery. Still probably
Well,
less
I guess,
backbreaking work than I did in the mines. They've given me a badge of authority. I am the chief slave, so that's pretty cool. I'm head slave.
Okay,
No,
so
obviously
we
Run's
go
not down there.
down.
I guess we go down. We don't know any better.
Sure, but
Oh, the
I
fact that
took
this
the time,
entire
I swear.
thing, the fact that this entire thing is improvised because you wanted to call the ships Kmart and Big W. It's just, I am absolutely just
I
enjoying
just want
this.
to point out.
Yep.
You're shitting on Big W.
What do you mean?
Exactly. Kmart's the child labor.
Kmart.
company.
Hey, you're the ones who called it the Beware. Like, what the,
Kmart
and then
rates
as
Big
soon as
W pirates.
well, as soon as you call it the Beware, who's going to call their ship the Beware? Well, obviously pirates are, and pirates are
Beware.
established in Avatar,
No, that-
especially
that's like-
pirate merchants docked at markets
Why
pretending
would you
to
call
be.
your pirate Beware when people would be on edge around the name Beware?
No, but here's the great thing, Dave. It's hiding in plain sight. If you play up the whole pirate thing, it's more of a gimmick that the traders are using.
That
And
is
like
true.
real
That is-
pirates
yeah.
wouldn't go
Can't
around looking
argue.
like
I mean,
real
we are going
pirates.
downstairs.
The dude has 2 eye patches, one under the other. It's just ridiculous.
And one of the jewels, yeah.
Who'd do that? No real pirate would do that, which is why it's the perfect disguise for actual pirates. As you head below the deck to the underbelly of the ship, you can see that the entire cargo hold has been converted into this very long display hall full of various goods. There are actually other people down here examining the wares. You can see that there is... I know, I love this build-up. They all thought they were just dead. You can see that there is an older gentleman looking through what looks to be a fine collection of rare exotic teas. As he's just like looking through going, oolong, jasmine, like pouring through them. This man has 2 eye patches and an iguana parrot. No real pirate would do this. Exactly. Chat gets it. Chat understands. And then there's also a man, probably in his mid-20s, who's looking through a series of scrolls over in the far left-hand corner of the ship. And as you begin coming down the ladder into the ship, he quickly turns the scrolls and like bundles them up and like turns it so that you can't see what's on the scrolls before he like unfurls them really slowly and begins looking at them again.
Is he reading porn?
Yep. 100%.
I don't know.
Window shopping.
Does Aquila want to assess the situation?
Yeah, I want to go see what he's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll come as well.
Hey,
I'll
He
come
looks
as
a
well.
bit suspicious.
Is he bloodbending at the moment?
Do you walk over, or are you more just trying to look from a distance?
I'm just like, oh, scrolls. Oh, scrolls.
Six,
I
that's a
know the
mystic
others
killer.
are really obsessed with scrolls.
Oh, he like bundles it up so that you can't. As Al just walks over, Aquila trying to like peer over. Al just walks over and goes, "Oh, scrolls! I love scrolls." Al, 12. What do you want to know? You can ask 2 questions.
Okay.
12?
What Al's going over there because he's like, oh yeah, my friends like scrolls. First of all, what's on the scroll he's looking at?
At first, Al, you think it's a painting or some illustration, and as you look at it, you're like, oh, there's a lot of skin shown on that illustration. Oh, it must be some like really fine art. But that's weird because none of the airbending art depicts nude people. Maybe this is like a special type of art.
Must be earthbender art.
Yeah, because I've got to tell it from Al's perspective, how Al would see it. So that's what Al gets from it. What if it was a killer? I'd be like, it's a lovely porno. But for
Al's just like, oh, maybe this is the kind of art they hang up at the Eastern
Yes.
Air Temple, where it's just women.
maybe. I mean, maybe.
Yeah. Are there
You know
any-
that the Eastern Air Temple has way better
Yeah.
cooking than the Northern Air Temple, so maybe they also have way better art.
It's true. We just eat veggie sausages and mash.
Yeah, because the Northern Air Temple and Southern Air Temples are too close to the poles. There's not a lot of mangoes, so the mango tarts are much rarer in the Northern and Southern Air Temples because mangoes are a tropical fruit. So really, only the East and West Air Temples. And now, Al, as you think about this and that comes into your mind, you're like, the female air nomad's got the better half of this deal with the equatorial temples. They get the nice weather. They get easy access to the nations. They get better food. Wait a minute. Yeah. What was your next question, Al?
Yeah, that's a good question. Can I ask anything about the market, I guess?
The market itself has the most eclectic group of things you've ever seen. There's other pieces of art, legitimate art, statues and various paintings as well. You can see there are a number of scrolls separated into different categories. You can see there's some bending scrolls as well. On one of the far walls, you can see a couple of bending scrolls. You can also see weapons, you can see clothing, you can see some jewelry in a locked case. You can see what looks to be various foods down the far end. There seems to be various like dried foods and rations that are prepared. It looks like a very eclectic random mix, almost as if whatever they get their hands on, they sell.
This is cool.
I guess it's more like the reject shop. It's more like the reject shop than Big W, I guess.
Aquila, are
Sorry,
all shops like
what
this?
section of the reject shop is there porn?
Oh, you haven't been to the reject shop in Brisbane, then?
Yeah, the staff room.
Yeah. Aquila doesn't know about that though. That's my favorite bit. Sorry, Al, please.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, are all shops like this, Aquila? This is like awesome.
Well, out of the 3 shops I've ever been to. No.
No.
So this is a gem. Can we go to the bending scrolls?
Yeah, as you head on over to the bending scrolls and begin looking over them, you can see that a couple of them seem to be water tribe. There's more than a couple of earth bending scrolls. They mostly seem to be earth bending scrolls. You can see there's 2 fire bending scrolls, and there is 1 air bending scroll as well.
Is there any unarmed / Kyoshi scrolls?
No, but that's very nice of you to say. But I think Shurva's going to get better instruction. Excuse me, better instruction from the actual Kyoshi Warriors.
Oh no! I want
So he's being purely selfish here.
While we're
I'll
looking,
supply everyone a gift.
while we're looking at the scrolls, I'll say, that guy had a bending scroll as well.
A type of bending scroll.
There were people in various positions that could have been intricate, very specific, complicated bending styles. Oh, this has taken a turn.
What did you expect from an all guys shopping trip?
Yeah.
I was
Hey,
expecting
we didn't
more.
go looking for it. It found us.
Yeah, it found them.
Oh, man.
Is there a shop dealer at every one, or is it like you have to grab stuff and you can go up to the front and talk?
Yeah, you can see there are a couple of
self-checkout.
attendants moving around, occasionally like offering to help people with what they're looking at, as well as the captain is now down there with you. He seems to have headed over and he's talking in a low voice to the young man who's looking through that bending scroll. And they're having a discussion, seemingly haggling over price.
Is there any one I can ask how much the scrolls are? The bending scrolls are?
Yeah, there's as you're sort of looking around, one of the other attendants notices your attention and wanders on over. This man is quite tall, quite wiry, and you can see that he has a really large scar down from the top of his temple all the way down past his chin and down his throat before it disappears down below into his shirt. Almost like someone maybe swung a sword at his head and cut all the way down his chest a little bit. But it has healed and just left this long, sinewy scar. As he looks towards you, he goes, "Yes, how can I help you?"
Hi, friend. I was wondering how much a bending scroll would cost me.
200 gold pieces.
That's crazy. Is that really the price?
That's how valuable they are.
What about 2?
200.
3?
I don't think you understand. Bargaining, boy.
No, that's all I've got.
Well, isn't that a shame?
Oh, okay. Well, I guess this isn't where we're looking then.
Do you have
I was looking
capes?
You want?
Capes?
Yeah, clothes. I'm looking for like a cloak that I can throw over what I'm wearing that's a bit less visible than this orange and yellow airbending traditional robes.
Yes, I think we might have something. Please, come this way.
Yeah.
What price range am I looking at for that?
Well, if you're looking for the finest in tailored wear, we're looking at around 9 or 10 gold pieces. If you're looking for something previously owned, we can probably get you something for a bit less than a gold piece.
Oh, that's perfect. At the Air Temple, we're told to reduce, reuse, recycle, so that sounds great.
Well, the previous owner of this cloak, as he reaches in and pulls out a cloak with a gash in the back, previous owner of this cloak has no further use for it. I think he was a member of the Earth Nation Guards of some port town, but anyway, he no longer needs this cloak.
Does
Did
the
he get a new-
gash look
did he
like
get a new
it can
cloak?
be mended?
Yeah, easily, you just stitch it up. It's only very thin, very small, about the length of a sword
stitched
blade.
it up.
Yeah, you could
Okay.
probably stitch it up. It wouldn't be very hard. Like, if you had some thread and a needle, you could take 5 minutes to stitch it up tops. As you look up,
Cool.
there's a little bit of like, almost like a slightly dry reddish patch around this gash in the back of the cloak. But maybe it's just like a color gradient.
Do you have
Wash out.
anything that's a bit less? I think, Aquila, you would know. Is this blood?
Yes.
Okay.
Hang on
Do
a
you have
minute.
anything with,
Hang on a minute.
less
Hang on a
blood?
minute.
I
Is
just said yes.
but that's not how this works.
No, but
What
I
if
just said yes.
It is blood in this case.
Aquila's a bloodbender. He would know.
Yeah, but it might not have been blood. That's the thing. I was gonna pull like a whole thing of like, it's actually just berry juice, and the guy just like he stained it and didn't want it anymore. I was trying to like make it sound super sinister, and then I was gonna flip it and be like, oh no, it's fine. Like he works for us now on the top deck, and then you can meet him if you like. Yeah, I spilled some berry juice, and then I slashed it open on the aft deck. But no, look, we can stick with the sinister one. Yeah, it's blood.
How many pockets does it have?
The important question.
No pockets.
Do you have anything with a couple more pockets, like on the inside, and
Yeah, I
maybe
think we
less
can-
berry juice on it?
What is this? Girls'
what was-
clothing?
What was that noise? Yeah. I don't know what that was. Sorry. I think we can find something for you. Let me. Ah, yes. Here we are. This one looks quite nice. A little bit long for you, but if we were to just cut the end off, the sharp swing of a sword, it would fit you perfectly. And you can see 3 internal pockets. And he holds up a long dark grey cloak.
How deep are the pockets?
Fairly deep. You can fit your whole hand in them.
Like my hand and my fist and like my
Yeah.
arm, or
Up
just
to
like-
about
yeah,
just past the wrist.
All the way up to your shoulders if you try hard enough.
As Al reaches in, he tumbles through, arriving in Arania, met by a lion gazelle. Hello, and welcome to Arania. We must hurry. The Wicked Witch of the West. I'm mixing up my stories now. You're not in Kansas anymore. Yeah, you can up just past your wrist as you reach in with your hand. Quite deep.
Cool. Also, I was looking.
Cool.
Do you have any like a pair of non-metal fans, hand fans
And
that fold up?
Yes, I'm sure we could find such a thing. Your budget does seem to be rather tight, so we'll skip those. Yes, here we are. And he pulls out the most gaudy fans you've ever seen. There's like almost like feathers around the outside, and they're bright pink and fluffy.
Maybe something that's a bit less.
And there's another one of those tasteful paintings, Al,
Yeah.
on the fans as well.
I think Sister Taka would be very unhappy if she saw me using those fans. Do you have anything else that's just a bit cleaner looking? in
Yes,
terms of
we have
the-
these. We're trying to get rid of those pink ones for a while. And he holds up a pair of just plain fans. The paper between the wooden slats is fairly stained, but looks to be in good nick, as if they're a bit older.
Do I feel like if I use this for airbending a gust of wind, that the paper would rip? Or should I be looking for
You
fabric?
probably want to be looking for material or cloth.
Do you have any material or cloth fans?
Reaches in, pulls around a little bit, and then pulls out a material fan. Yes, 2 silver for this one.
Do you have a pair of them? They don't have to be matching.
We do have another. It's not matching though. This
That's
one's
fine,
a bit
that's
larger.
fine.
He hands over the second fan. It is a bit larger.
He looks at it and he's like, "Oh, that'll be my biggest fan." So I'll.
But it's not your only fan.
Yeah. Nice. So how much for the jacket and the 2 fans?
Jacket, the 2 fans will put you back 1 gold, 4 silver pieces.
Aquila, how many silver pieces in a gold piece?
What about we make it 1 gold?
It's 10.
1 gold.
10 copper to a silver, 10 silver to a gold.
We can be reaching an agreement. 1 gold is too low. We could go 1 gold and 3 silver pieces.
Cool, thanks. That's almost 10% off. It's less than that, but I don't know. I'm not good at maths. Aquila, is there anything you want from here?
I don't think Aquila wants anything
Yeah.
from here, from the looks of things.
Is there anything interesting that I can buy as a little tourist gift for one for everyone?
There
They
is.
sell boomerangs.
As you ask about boomerangs, the captain has finished with the
the gentleman buying the tasteful art scrolls wanders back over. Oh, I heard you were asking about weapons. That there be my purview. A boomerang, you say? I can help you out with a boomerang. We got a few different options here. Got a few of wood, got one or two made of metal. This one's made of bone from the Northern Water Tribe.
Bone.
That's an arm bone.
But it's, yes,
Carved
Human.
whale seal bone.
Human arm.
Carved.
we found it in a tiger shark.
It's a strange story how we came about this piece. We were fishing one day off the waters of the northern icebergs. We pulled up a shark and out of its mouth plopped a human arm. We thought to ourselves, what a great boomerang that would be. So we fixed it.
For those who don't know, Aquila may have or may not have been part of Oki's sister's hand getting bitten off by a tiger shark and running off into the wild with the arm.
But inconclusive, so we'll never know.
Allegedly.
Ostensibly.
Allegedly.
It won't hold up in court.
Well, certainly the arm won't, now that's been turned into a boomerang.
I can only give that one 5 out of 10.
Oh. I get it, because they've only got one arm. Well, you look like you're a man of the water trade. Probably the wooden one's your interest, I'm guessing.
Price range between the bone and the wood?
The wooden ones will only set you back a couple of gold pieces. The bone one, now that's a unique piece. We'll be looking at 8 gold for that one.
Just your budget.
We only have 10 gold, so we only have...
Don't tell him we only have 10.
Oh, well, that's perfect. 10 gold will just about do it. 10 gold will get you the boomerang and this lovely artisanal cheese thrown in for free.
You have 8.7 left.
One and a bit.
Sir,
Wait, did none of you have money to begin with?
Can you do a
No.
deal?
No.
You gave us 10, didn't you?
Neither of us have money.
No, Mako gave us 10, didn't he? Say
Yeah,
he
no,
I
said he
thought
the
you
whole
also
bit
had
of it.
money that you had yourselves.
No, we didn't have money.
Oh, yeah, no.
Okay.
He's an
I'll
exile,
is
left
from
the town without money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aquila's been living rough on the fringes of society for the last 2 weeks. And Arl's from the air temples and has no concept of currency, apparently.
We were taught and I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you skipped that lesson.
He slept through that class.
Yeah.
My head was in the clouds.
So, what would you... Well, would you like to proceed with the boomerang? We
So,
call it the boomerang.
Can you give us any discount on that?
Oh, seeing as you've already purchased yourself that lovely cloak and those beautiful fans, we could probably bring it down to 9 gold and 5 silver pieces.
But that's
Wait,
gone up.
wasn't it 8?
Did I? No, 9 gold. You said you had 10 gold. I think 9 gold
No,
and 5
sir,
silver
sir,
pieces
sir,
will
sir.
suit it
We-
perfectly.
We need to eat dinner tonight, sir.
Well, we've got plenty of food. If you wanted to purchase some food from this here vassal, we could look at doing a bundle deal.
I think we're good.
Bundle of food for your bindle, for your journey.
So 7.5 gold for the boomerang.
Oh, we couldn't go that low. That's too low for us. Can't afford to part with it for less than 9.
But you said 8 before, sir.
Oh, that must be a trick of the wind. The sea sirens whisper sweet nothings that can confuse lesser men's minds. I would never have set a price lower than 9.
I hate this.
Hey, Al, how does it feel to be gaslit?
I was about to throw a tantrum.
Funny that. It took me
Someone down the
25
stairs?
episodes, but I got my revenge.
I'll walk away from the
Oh,
boomerangs, I think.
please, young man, no need to be hasty. Tell you what, because you're clearly a special customer, why don't we drop it down to 8 gold
5.
pieces?
Oh, 5. Oh, you're having
Five is all I've got. I've just recounted the money. I've miscounted. All I have is 5 gold left.
You're pulling me leg, and I've only got the one left. As he taps his wooden leg against the wooden hull of the ship. 5 gold pieces? Oh, my poor family will starve in the streets. No, we couldn't be selling it for 5 gold pieces. It cost us a lot more than that to acquire.
Can I...
Or we not be selling at a loss.
push my luck?
Go for it. Of course
Is
you
that
can.
what I'd roll? Or
Yeah,
plead?
that sounds perfect. Plead would work too. I'd allow you to push your luck or plead. Yeah.
I'm +1 on both. It doesn't matter.
Plead
push
probably
my
makes
luck.
more sense.
Okay. Fuck. Yes.
9. Success with consequences. I'll tell you what. Why don't we say... I've said 8, you've said 5. Why don't we agree on 6.5 gold pieces? Halfway between the two.
That's pretty good.
And you take this cursed monkey statue off our ship. What?
Wait, it's
There's
just a
those
monkey?
sea sirens again. You're hearing things, but do take the statue.
Wait, it's just a monkey. Not a cross between anything, it's just a monkey.
It's just a monkey
Yeah,
statue.
what the? Just a plain
Yeah,
monkey.
that's
I don't
the
trust
curse.
that at all.
And you take this cursed monkey statue off the ship. It's slowly turning the crew into primates.
I mean, we could just make Mako hold it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll give it to Mako as a gift. Okay, done.
Great. Fantastic. Well, with the plus the monkey
was
statue, that takes
there-
you up to 9 gold pieces. For a brief moment, they thought they'd won.
Yeah, I thought 6.5 was very crazy.
Yeah, no way.
Just give him all your money. You've got like how much?
We can do 7 gold pieces for the boomerang, but you have to then buy the monkey statue for 1 gold piece.
Can I come
How
back to buy? the
No,
monkey
because you'll
statue?
be walking out here without the monkey statue.
How about instead of buying the monkey statue, you help me with finding some souvenirs for my friends?
I think that's a grand idea, and if you're buying lots of things, maybe we can come to an agreement. Maybe bring that boomerang price down just a little bit more, and then make sure
That's
we get
because we
that
don't have a
cursed
lot of
monkey
money
statue into your
left.
pack. Oh, great. Well, let's have a bit
Just
of a
something small and fun.
What about this cursed monkey statue? Something small and fun. Well, I do have this toy that we took from it. I mean that we acquired in Ba Sing Se. It's a length of wood and a rope, and if you drop it down, it rolls down and rolls back up again. He holds out a yo-yo, painted bright colors.
Ooh.
Do you think Rung would like that?
I don't know if Rung could use a yo-yo.
It's like a stone.
I don't think
It's just,
Rung
it's just
could
a rock
use a
of
yo-yo.
string, right?
You don't use a yo-yo, gravity does.
I think that's where the problem lies.
Yeah, but it's in the back up.
He's too
Getting the
dense.
back up is a
You
bit.
just pull. Like, oh my god, poor Rung.
You've clearly never used a yo-yo.
It's not that hard. Doing tricks
it's
is
just
hard, but just having a yo-yo go up and down. As soon as it gets to the bottom, you just flick it back up. It's not hard.
Not that easy.
Well, look, maybe this is one of those silent privileges that I have. I'm just a gifted yo-yoer. Or maybe it's one of those silent disabilities that Archie has. He can't use a yo-yo.
I think it's that one.
Or one of many.
Oh my god, actual tears. Alright. Well, what do you think about the yo-yo?
Yeah, nah, that's
We've
all right.
also
We'll-
got to cup your balls. It's a cup and balls.
Oh,
As
cup
he
and
holds
balls.
out a...
Rung could use cup and balls.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I reckon it's about right
Yeah,
for your
nah.
child.
Nah, we're looking for like 2 and below, but
Oh,
no, it's-
well, these are a bit advanced for your little tyke. What about this pet rock
Ooh,
He
with
does
painted
like
googly
It's
eyes on
like
it?
rocks.
He does like rocks.
how much for the pet rock?
Well, why don't we
Lost your
just collect it all
boomerang.
up? We'll
Yeah,
collect
why
it
don't we
all
why
up,
don't we get everything together? we'll come to a price at the end.
and then we'll call it just a solid
8 gold
amount,
pieces.
and that's it.
Who
so
else are you
anything
looking to buy
Shurva?
presents for?
Well, we have a lady who doesn't bend but uses a whip.
Oh, I have this
We got-
very long whip. Here, come have a look at this. It's unusually long.
No, I can assure you she's got a longer whip.
No, this one is 6 meters long.
Al mentions Shurva using 2 whips. How much is the second whip?
Oh, this is a priceless artifact, the Whip of Longness. It's a very long whip.
Then why would you show it to us?
To show off how great our vessel is with all these wonderful things, and hopefully you'll come back with more gold next time. Wink. I can only wink.
Okay.
Only,
Pretty sure it's a blink.
it's a blink. Wait, I'll change the
Ow.
eye patches around as he swaps the 2 eye patches over the
Does
top
he
of
swap
each
it
other.
to the other eye? Or does it stay on the
Yeah,
one
sure, why not?
One of them has like a painted eye on it.
eye?
Yeah, sure. He takes the 2 eye patches off one eye, puts them on the other eye. Well, that's better. I mean, night vision was a bit fucked by being up on deck with the eye patch, but it's better now.
Maybe we'll just take the boomerang, the 2 fans, and the cloak.
No problem at all. Well, I think altogether, if we're going to offer a bit of a friendly discount to encourage your repeat service to return to this air vessel, I think we can call it 7.5 gold pieces. What do you say to that?
Let's call it a solid 7, and we got a deal. And I will send my 2 friends over as well.
Finally, the cut of your jib is more appropriate. You're bargaining at a proper level. Why not we say 7.4?
About 7, and I tell my 3 friends to also come and visit this fine establishment.
You look like the sort of person who spends a lot of time indoors without friends. If you catch me drift. I don't get the
Yes,
sense.
I'm
We
surprised
do
you got
have
one of those
this-
skulls.
We do have this collection of puppets that was found floating off an iceberg in the Northern Water Tribe.
Wait. No, wait.
Wait.
I have mine.
Do you have all of them, young man?
Do I?
How do you know there is?
It's look, I'll be honest, the line between the DM and the character has somewhat blurred. And it's now just me trolling you. No.
Do you have all your puppets?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
DM, do I have all my
You do.
puppets?
You do have all your puppets. I'm
You're
just
stressing him out.
Yeah, I know, it's great fun. I'm really enjoying it.
Wait. Oh shit! Did I finish my Coco puppet?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
You've
I
had
need to
nowhere
open
near
that.
enough time for that. You haven't even
Tonight, yeah.
started it yet.
I found the wood.
Well,
Yeah, you did.
this doesn't seem like the childhood wonder I experienced watching Atla. Well, we do have this collection of whittling tools.
Okay. Yeah, I buy. Can I add 2? Can we add this?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
8 gold pieces.
Around.
What about
8?
this? What about this collection of paints, Citadel paints? They're about 20 gold pieces per pop.
Pass.
We've got this Nuln oil that'll make your things look all washed out and slightly grey.
My
20
what?
gold pieces.
My thing.
Your miniatures, your
Oh,
paints.
okay.
No, I think
Can Al?
Yeah.
Sorry. Can Al take a quick look around? And is there anything that'd be like a nice small souvenir for the others?
So you've got a pet rock for Rung. You've got your cloak. You've got Aquila's gonna get the carving tools. You've got your 2 fans. So really, the only person
And boomerang.
and the boomerang for Aquila as well. So really, the only thing you've got left in terms of gifts is Mako and Shurva.
And Rung. Oh
Rung, you
yeah,
got
so
the pet
Rung,
rock.
yeah.
Pet rock.
Yeah.
We could just get them a joint gift, right? Because they're just always tied at the hip.
Does anything come to? Yeah, sorry.
Well, we do have some very specialty items here. We've got some.
Handcuffs.
We do have some of those. We do.
Oh, there was a pink fan earlier.
Yeah, that's a matching set. We've also got well,
you might be a bit young for that one. We do also have some liquor.
Liquor?
Ooh.
Aye, some grog.
I hardly know her.
How strong is the liquor?
Jesus Christ. Really?
I didn't know that was coming.
Well, to be honest, I kind of assumed a level of maturity that might have been overestimated somewhat.
I put her in chat just before.
You wrote
Oh, did you?
in chat.
I missed that.
Hey,
Bree
where
said
is
lacquer, and I was like, lacquer, I hardly know her.
I missed that. We got some grog. We got some fire water from the Fire Nation.
What does that do?
Oh, it's very, very nice spicy drink.
One
Out
gold.
of curiosity, how flammable is it?
Oh, it's pretty flammable.
How much?
I don't know, like, the scale of flammability. If you put a match to
No,
it, it'll
no,
catch
no,
fire.
How much would it
Oh,
cost?
how much
would it
gold?
cost?
Aye, innocent mistake to make. For the fire water, only 5 silvers for a small bottle. But if we're talking about a joint deal with all your other things, I think we can call it 8.5 gold for everything.
If someone were to dip, say, a
A
whip
really long whip.
in the fire water, and the whip absorbed the fire water, and they lit the whip,
It'll burn.
Would that, you know? Yeah, but,
It'll
okay,
burn.
cool. We'll take. How many of those do you have?
We've only got 2 bottles.
I'll take 2 bottles.
Well, all up then, my young master. It's probably going to be looking at about 5 gold pieces.
Wait, I
Not
thought
5 gold
1
pieces, 9 gold pieces. I didn't say that. The sirens are getting in your head again.
What do you think of that, Aquila? Do you
Take
think
this
that would be a
like a
good gift, one each, or do you think we should get something else for?
No, I think that's good. I
Mako?
think Mako will drink one.
Yep.
And
Shurva
Shurva will actually
keep
put it used
hers
to it.
for a few weeks before Mako sneaks it and drinks it.
Yeah. And
Cool.
replace it with water.
Yeah. And then when she goes to use it, it doesn't.
They've already caught on. They've
I
already
can
caught
hear in
on. How
Marco's
dare
thoughts.
they?
He's like, well, I'm just replacing fire water with water. Really, it's only 50% less than what it was before.
It's basically the same thing.
Basically the same.
This is just
Yeah.
water.
I think that's good.
That sounds good. We'll buy those things. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, here's all your goodies, your booty for the road, and I'll be taking me 9 gold pieces now.
9
I'll-
gold. You said
I-
8.
No, he did say nine.
Plus the
Plus
2
the fire
bottles
water.
of fire water. You're looking at 9 gold pieces, young man.
How much
Yeah,
is
okay.
a bag?
How much is a bag?
10
He's only got 2
gold.
bottles.
A plastic bag.
A plastic bag. is an
Plastic
extra
bag.
gold.
Oh, 10 gold. Sorry.
For a shopping bag, we're very environmentally conscious here. No plastic bags to be seen. A, because plastic ain't been invented yet. Well,
Thanks,
pleasure doing business with you. Oh, please tell me Shruby did not clip the liquor joke.
He did.
He did.
Oh.
100%.
Darren, I'm not angry. Just disappointed.
Fuck yourself.
I'm proud of you. I'm
Thanks.
proud of you.
Thanks. What's going on? What are we doing? Do we pay already?
Yeah, you've handed
yeah.
over the gold. Take it off
Yeah,
your character
sweet.
sheets. Well, pleasure doing business with you. Now, would you like to come and see the special passenger berths on the bottom of the ship where we keep our people who work?
No, I think we've got some friends who are waiting outside for us. We should probably go catch
Oh, it's
up.
getting dark. I couldn't possibly let you take that
Nah, it's
dangerous
okay. Our
walk back into town.
firebender friend
Oh,
is waiting outside
It's
for us.
too late. It looks like we've already locked the hatch. Well, you're in for a bit of a journey. The Daily are always looking for fresh bodies to help dig out the undersection of Lake Laogai. No, he doesn't say any of that. I'm kidding. Thanks for pleasure doing business with you. We'll see you next time, lads. As he gestures you up the gangplank and off the ship.
And just to be safe, I go, Mako, firebender, hello.
Who are you talking to?
No one.
Okay.
Just making sure that he knows.
The pirate captain watches you turn and look at empty air. Say, Mako, firebender, hello. And then keep walking, no longer acknowledging.
I'll look
Strange
at him. I'll look to the captain. He's like, he used to talk to spirits.
No, it's fine. The monkey curse has kicked in rather sooner than I expected. You didn't buy the monkey statue, I'm assuming.
No, we did not.
Negative.
Negatory. All right, brilliant. as you head back,
Unless he somehow snuck it into my back.
you'll find that out later. As you make your way back towards the Hall of Warriors, Shurva, you've had a bit of time to get ready. Mako, you've collected your practice sword, headed back to the Hall of Warriors. All of you kind of arrive back around about sort of the same time-ish. Shurva just a little bit before the others, having a chance to sort of wash up. And Shurva, if you wanted to run a hot bath, you definitely can do so.
Yeah, I did.
Brilliant. And then as you all arrive back, you can see that the rooms have been set up a little bit. You can see there are two attendants. Both look to be young males who bow very deeply as you enter into the guest house and show you to the rooms, and then take you into the mess hall where there is food already laid out. You can see that Coco has arrived with a bit of food, and joining her is Zhu, the village elder.
Oh, I couldn't miss an opportunity to come into the Warriors' Hall for a bit of a feast. I hope you don't mind if I'm crashing your party. I've brought some food from the town.
Coco goes, yay, such an honor to have you here, Zhu. So great. Love it when you come and hang out, Zhu. Thank you.
Oh, we're so proud of how little Kyoshi Warriors.
Thanks, Zhu.
That's not condescending at
Thanks,
all.
Shu.
Nope.
Thanks.
So stoked.
And you young travelers, your parents must be so worried about you.
They know where we are, kinda.
Coco sort of goes, nah, they're neglected. They're neglected, Zhu. Their parents don't love them. They've been abandoned.
Hang on.
Zhu goes
Hold
like,
up.
His parents love him. That's about
Hold up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
and as Zhu looks away, she gives you guys a bit of a wish. Like,
I mean,
Does Al know who his parents are?
that is a really good question.
I want to know where Aquila's parents are.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Absent. Clearly. Do airbenders know their parents? I actually
Because
don't
my
know.
parents would be in the guard.
Yeah. Your
Your
parents.
parents are
That's
delegate.
No, air nomads
Rung's
left their
parents
children
care
at
about
temples
him.
so they could free themselves from earthly attachments. You have no idea who your parents are. Yeah, your parents
That's
literally,
so
when you were born,
sad.
took you to the air temple and left you there.
The temple is my parent.
Because they didn't want an attachment?
No,
Is that what
Sister
you're saying?
Taka is your parent.
Because they don't want attachments.
She's my parent figure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not my
Then-
parents.
But
Well,
then-
Sister Tucker and brother. Oh my god, I'm blanking on his name. The one who trained Aang.
Monkey Yatsu.
Monkey Gyatso,
get
thank
on.
you. Brother Gyatso, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, Gyatso.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I've got egg all over my face. It's so embarrassing.
It's pretty embarrassing.
Aquila's
Zhu.
parents got fed sharks.
Oh,
Oh, your
or
parents
I-
do?
Or I accidentally killed them.
Yeah, by
You say
feeding
that,
them to
Aquila?
sharks.
Yeah, sure.
As you look down at this boomerang,
Playing around with his puppeteering
Dad?
too much.
Dad, is that you?
made from a rib bone.
Father?
You've returned.
Where's
Did
the
you
milk?
get the milk?
Oh my god. It's sort of like the moment of awkward silence. Coco, how was your shopping trip, boys?
Good.
It was lovely. I ordered some new clothes.
We'll go back to Taylor tomorrow.
Did you go to Fen?
Yes. I blanked on the name. I actually blanked on the name for a minute there. Yes, we went to
Val.
Fen.
Great. Fen knows her stuff. They are really great. Sorry, they are really great. Fen is super cool. Huge fan of
They're
Fen.
going to set us up with some nice clothes, so it's really nice.
Yeah, Fen actually was in one of the training programs with the Kyoshi Warriors for a bit, but they found the violence a bit much, and they actually designed our uniforms that we wear today. The designs used to be a little bit different, a bit more old-fashioned, but Fen's a bit of a genius when it comes to layering cloth and hardening it so that
I really like the light thing where she put the different clothes so you could see what they were
Oh,
looking like.
she showed you the light
It was
box.
so cool.
It's amazing. That's her own invention. That's their own invention. They designed that themselves.
Where does the light come from?
Oh, it's
That's
just
a
a
lamp.
candle inside the box.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that
Mako,
was.
you got change for me?
Yes.
Change.
I've said it all, so I know how much change you have. Don't worry.
You've just been like writing it
Oh yeah, no, I've been like money management. I'm like,
Best time you've ever done that in your life.
I bought some fans so that when we meet up tomorrow morning, Coco, I can use those because you didn't have any spare ones.
Oh, that's yeah, cool, great. Well, we can do some stuff with that, sure.
Also, I got this for you as well, Mako and Shurva, and hence it's fire water, so it's like really flammable. They were selling it at the Beware ship. So
Mako,
I got one for you each.
Shurva, you both recognize this. As you look, you
Is
can
it
see.
basically like an energy drink?
No, it's actual alcohol. It's like a spirit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's a spirit distilled from a fire fruit that only grows in the around the borders of volcanoes, and it's not.
Does it taste kind of like cinnamon?
You know exactly where I was going with this. Damn it. Yeah, it's fireball.
Fireball.
It's fireball. It's it's a very strong cinnamon flavor with a very strong afterburn. It's a very popular drink in the Fire Nation. It's pretty rare to find it outside of the Fire Nation. Both of you would have been allowed to have a little sip at various times. Obviously not when you're on GD Shurva, but like it's not like there's very intense alcohol like laws around how old you have to be when you drink. I'd say probably like in Europe, 16 is normally considered a fine time to be starting to
Getting
consume.
smashed.
Marco's trying to remember how old he is.
Well, that's the thing, right? So because drinking is kind of normalized and not a big deal, there's not really that binge drinking culture where you hit 18, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck myself up. It's just a normal thing. Like you probably as young kids, Marco, you would have had a glass of wine at the table whenever there was a formal dinner, because that's what the nobility drink. It would have been a weak wine with not a lot of alcohol, but probably since you were like 14 or 13, you've had a little bit of wine at the table. So it's not like alcohol's not a big
special
deal for you.
thing.
Yeah, and for Shurva, like the guards drink like fucking fish when they're off duty. Like, it's like
Yeah, sounds right.
I mean, they have to deal with the Boo family like 24/7. Like, you can only do that if you've got alcohol to come home to numb yourself from the pain. Like, so you've probably been exposed to alcohol from young age. The only person who's probably never been exposed to alcohol is Arl. Because
No, I imagine nomads would distill alcohol.
I actually don't
Would they
think
not?
the air nomads drink. I'm
Okay,
I don't
I'm
think
fine with that.
would. I think it would inhibit their senses too much that they would like.
yeah.
Yeah, if you get dizzy and you're
Because,
trying to airbend.
Yeah, like alcohol like
Or glide.
affects your. Can't think of the word right now.
I'm pretty
They
confident
would. They
that the
wouldn't
only
like to be out of control at all.
yeah, I'm pretty confident that the only spirits that the air nomads muck around with are the ethereal kind.
But I imagine they would be like distillation people, like maybe kombuchas and stuff like that. Maybe.
Yeah, there'd be
I don't know.
teas, but not
Teas,
anything
yeah.
strongly alcoholic, because the air nomad, the real world basis for it is probably most closely related to Buddhism. I don't think Buddhist monks drink in the real world, in our world. So I would say that probably the air nomads don't drink. Maybe let's say for very special occasions they might have a very slightly alcoholic drink, like as you say, like a kombucha style fermented drink that has like a tiny bit of alcohol in it. But probably for the most part, I don't think the air nomads would be strong drinkers at all. I don't think they would drink at all.
I'm comfortable with that as kid.
Buddhist monks do not.
What was that? Sorry, Buddhist monks do not.
Buddhist monks
I
do
know.
not.
Buddhist monks don't at all. I'm pretty confident the air nomads would in that case, and I'm happy to be wrong. If you know differently, if there's some
Oh
instance
no,
in
it's
the
kind
books,
of in our world now.
yeah,
I can
if-
definitely imagine like a bunch of big burly earthbenders just drinking beer and shit like that.
Oh, the
I couldn't
Rung is
picture.
very comfortable with very like shit ale. As we like to call it, homebrew. Sometimes we use the carts, the coal mining carts, to brew it's quite a dark beer because of the coal dust. Very safe for consumption. And we call it a porter because we have to like carry it around everywhere through the mines.
Sounds about
The
right.
Water Tribe probably would have Yeah, I'd say probably the Fire Nation would be the Fire Nation and Earth Kingdom would be the heaviest drinkers. I think the Water Tribe would probably be occasional drinkers, and the Air Nomads probably not at all. So Aquila, it's up to you.
Mulled wine.
Yeah, I love it. Mulled wine, things like that would be like the Water Tribe style. And there's a type of spirit distilled from seaweed, but it's so foul, no one really actually drinks it. It's like a thing they give to tourists. Please drink from our peace cup as they drink. Yes, we only give that. We
accidentally ordered too much. We can't get rid of it.
We give that to our colonial friends here, please.
Like I would imagine that like firebenders would have like red wine, and fortified wine, like sherries, and then also like your spirits. We probably wouldn't have like beer and cider and stuff like that. We would have like the high class, like highly distilled shit.
Because Fire Nation Society is kind of based most on like a bit of a fusion of Japanese and Chinese culture. So yeah, I'd agree. Probably there'd be sake. I would be surprised if there wasn't rice wines in the Fire Nation.
Rice
and probably
wines, absolutely.
The Earth Kingdom probably have rice wine too, I think. So yeah, Shurva and Mako, you've had fire water before. It's up to you whether or not you enjoy it. It's your choice whether or not your characters enjoy it. I personally quite like Fireball, so Owen the DM is like, tastes delicious, because I really enjoy cinnamon. But if you don't enjoy like a spicy cinnamon flavor, then Firewater's not for you. But both of you probably have tried it before. This is genuine firewater. It is sealed in the correct clay jug. This is proper firewater. This was definitely brought from the Fire Nation. It looks like the seal is intact. This looks like it'd be quite delicious.
The guy who sold it to me says it's very flammable, and I know like you guys like to burn things. Shurva likes to burn her whip, and I know Mako likes to burn everything else. So like, yeah, I thought it'd be a good gift for you, and yeah.
Thanks, Al. This is really nice.
Al. I'm really keen to burn my throat with this.
Yeah, same.
Rung, I got you a gift as well.
Oh yeah.
I know you have Chirpy, and I know.
I found a home for Chirpy.
Time.
Actually.
Where's that?
As if.
Here on the island, I found someone who could take better care of Chirpy than me.
Oh, thank God.
You wouldn't do that.
Literally anyone.
Imagine Brennan coming back, and like.
Brennan comes back and he's like, he'll remember Chirpy in like 10 episodes from now. And
Yeah.
This is all of you here with me. This is a test that we're doing right now. I don't think Brandon's going to listen to this episode. What we're going to do...
But it's written on his whiteboard.
No one's mentioning Chirpy. We're going to see how long it takes him to realize that he doesn't have Chirpy anymore. All right? You're all in on it. I don't want anyone notifying him. We're part of this now. This is a cabal. With a shadow cabal.
All
right?
Accomplices.
Yeah.
Every one of you.
Yes. You're all part of this. So we're going to see how long it takes him to know.
Yeah, I found a good home for Chirpy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I got you. Well, it was originally
I'm
meant
pretty
to be
sad about
companion
it,
for
to be
Chirpy,
honest.
that you wouldn't have to like look after a lot. But he got you this pet rock.
No.
Yeah.
Can you name it Chirpy?
I'm going to call
no.
it Dirty because he's a pet rock in honor of Chirpy.
Dirty?
Dirty. Derpy. I'm going to call him Derpy in honor of Chirpy because he's a rock.
Cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
this means
hero.
so much to me. Finally, a pet that is suited for my inadequacies as a ability to look after a living creature.
Oof.
Oh, God.
He's not here to defend himself. It's fine.
Should I be a boy or a girl?
We never knew.
So
said they, them.
Chirpy has a cloaca because Chirpy's mostly birds, so it's very hard to know gender.
Yeah.
Just a fun fact.
Fun fact about Chirpy.
Oh, look at his little eyes. Does he ever blink? I'm going to have a staring contest with my pet rock. Let's see who wins. Go.
Great. Well, that's rung out for the next 5 minutes. Al, please continue handing out your lovely gifts.
No, that's it.
Coco's like looking like, okay, cool. No, she wasn't expecting anything. Zhu sort of like looks like, oh, this is so lovely, seeing such lovely camaraderie amongst these lovely young people. Do you have anywhere else you need to be, Zhu? Surely your wife is a bit like worried about where you are. Oh no, she was quite happy for me to take the night off and be somewhere else for the night. Okay. You've got an important town meeting tomorrow. Did you need to write some notes on that? Oh, no, I was just going to wing it. That did go very well last time, though, did it? Did it, Shu? You said some things that were...
The last time someone winged something in the Fire Nation, they got executed.
What?
Yeah, it was a real mess.
What, for just simply having a go at a...
Yeah, because it didn't go well, and the people got really upset.
Oh, perhaps it would be best if I was with you, so I went prepared a little bit. Excuse me, I better... Oh, I love the new chat command you've just put in, Bree. That's amazing. Oh, that's so good. That is brilliant. For YouTube and podcast listeners, there is a new command. If you type in !Chirpy, rather than saying how long Rung has kept Chirpy alive, it now says, "Oh, Chirpy, we left him on Kyoshi Island." Oh, that's outstanding. I am a huge fan of that.
I live to please.
With that, Shu gets up, excuses himself, bows a few times, and rushes out. Coco leans over and goes, "Is he gone?"
He's gone.
Fuck me, thank God. Well done. That was really nicely handled, Mako. I underestimated you. Oh. What? Well, in that case, the Fire Nation's fucked, and you really need to have a bit of a look at how you do things.
No, I'm just pulling your leg. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, look, hey, it worked. You got rid of Shu. I mean, well done. Outstanding.
Thanks.
You guys did well on your shopping trip. Yes. Oh.
Is Coco wearing her makeup?
No, no longer.
Has anyone referred to her as Coco yet?
No.
No.
Old man did.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh,
Shu did call her Coco.
Okay. Otherwise, I would have no idea.
Who are you?
Who are
I thought she was
you?
just part of the house staff.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, yeah.
Surely you would have recognized her voice.
Yeah.
Chirpy will now reappear in the final battle as a full Kyoshi warrior. Yes! Yes! Oh, I'm definitely having the next time you see
my
Chirpy,
God.
Chirpy's gonna have like the Kyoshi face paint and like little armor made for her.
Or Chirpy comes back at the end of the campaign as the big bad.
He's like, you neglected me.
Yeah, you left me!
You didn't feed me, Rung. Now I'm gonna feed myself on your flesh.
Why do you forsake me? What did I ever do?
Just because I am an abomination. Well,
So, Trevor,
well done getting rid
how'd
of
the training go?
Shu. Oh, Shurva's amazing. You guys are lucky to have her with you.
Yeah, we know.
None of them believe that.
She's fine.
Are you kidding? She
Kept me
stood,
alive.
She stood toe to toe with me in combat. We tied. I have to say, I underestimated Shurva a little bit. I knew that.
I don't know. I would suspect that you probably won a little bit more than Shurva.
There's just this moment of silence, and then Coco turns away back towards the others. No, she's really good. I'm really looking forward to teaching her some of what we know. I think.
I go back to whittling.
Who are you whistling? Oh, are you whistling Coco?
You know
as a
what's
puppet?
happening here.
Yeah.
Are you
That
like
time.
occasionally just looking up at her and then going back to your whittling?
Yeah.
Like holding it up and looking like at her.
No, not so obvious.
So, like, you're not holding it up. You just have your thumb up, like, yep, that's about right.
I think it looks weirder because I'm like holding the whittling in my lap.
Oh,
So I'm like
actually,
shaving
I need
wood
you
and
to-
then looking up and then shaving
so
again.
whistling knives are really sharp. Can you roll me a push your luck to avoid
Cutting yourself.
accidentally whittling something else?
How's an 11?
11, absolute success. It's too small. It's too small a target. No, you're very precise with your puppet whittle.
I'm a whittler.
You whittle the correct wood.
Yay.
Well, I'm really, really impressed. And yeah, we'll be getting up pretty early tomorrow for our training, Shurva. So
I
What
have
time?
plenty of time tomorrow. We have to pick our clothes up after lunch, so you have lots
you
of time.
managed to... Sorry, you got Fen to make 2 full outfits overnight.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Why are you...
Wait, how much do clothes normally cost? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, it depends what you're getting. Like, if you're just after, like, a tunic and pants, a couple of silver?
Cool.
But if, just like a
what's the
shirt
most
and like
extreme-
loose pants. If you're after
What's the
like
most extreme thing you've gotten from there?
the full armor and outfit
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I wear.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and that cost about 8 gold.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
Yeah.
No, our prices. That makes sense.
Yeah, checks out.
Checks
Yeah.
out.
Well, poor Fen. I can't
Because-
believe you're
yeah.
making them stay up all night to make your clothes for you. Please tell me,
They offered.
are you gonna
offered.
We're
tip?
paying more than normal. We're
Are you
paying
gonna
more than
tip Fen
normal,
a
and we're
little
gonna
bit as well, or
We're
like
going to
take them a nice gift or something in the morning to thank them?
I'll whittle. I'll whittle.
My money
Do
don't
you have
whittle,
enough
whittle.
gold left for the other half?
Yes. Yeah. Don't worry. I've done it properly. Because I
How
also
much
had
did I
money.
give you?
Yeah.
I also had money, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
That's
great.
why I was like, "Oh, you guys don't have money." Oops.
Oh, I meant to warn you guys, if you happen to head down to the docks, don't go onto the Kamar ship. Everything's so overpriced. Head to the pirates. They look like they're pretty rough, but actually they've got some pretty good stuff. Probably some of it is stolen, but I figure if they're stealing it from Chin Village, I don't really care.
Can confirm. Beware.
Yes.
Good.
Beware, be there.
Oh, you should tell them
Beware.
that. You should tell them that tagline. I think they'd be pretty keen to use it.
I think they would
Nah.
charge you for it.
Yeah.
8 gold pieces for such a fine slogan.
I got this really thrifty coat from him and these fans. Speaking of these fans,
Yeah.
what time do you want to meet tomorrow morning, Coco?
Well, normally Kyoshi Warriors, if they're dedicated and they are committed to the cause, often they'll get up at dawn and do a run around the island.
So do you want me to meet you before that or after that?
I think if you're dedicated and committed to this training, maybe you should do that.
Oh, join you for the. I can join the Kyoshi Warriors for a run.
Oh, we set off from a different part of the island, but if you set off from here and you run really fast, you might catch up to us.
I lean into Al. Just fly a little bit.
No. If Coco says I should run, I'll do that, and then I'll meet you at the training grounds after that.
Sounds good.
Okay, so at dawn.
At dawn.
Oh,
What time's it now?
Getting into later evening, probably about like 9, 10 o'clock at night.
Okay, I'm gonna head to bed, guys. I've an early start tomorrow. I'll see you all around tomorrow.
don't you hurt Al.
There's one. If
As
there's
soon as
one
Al
type,
leaves-
if there's
as
one
soon
type
as
of
Al
humor
leaves-
Dave's a fucking master of, it's the humor of commitment, where you're like, "Yep, this is the character. This is what they do, and anyone who makes them do this is an asshole."
Coco, if you
Yeah.
heard him, I will burn down this place.
We do actually go for a morning run. I wasn't joking. I'll be up pretty
Okay.
early. I just
Okay,
didn't
good.
think he'd actually want to do it.
I don't think you understand how excited he is to train with
Yeah.
such masters of the fighting techniques.
Jesus Christ. You got away with words there.
He just wants to play with fans.
Yeah, I know.
Did Al ever pull out the fans when he was down there?
I think he did.
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to show him off.
Well, seeing as I'm going to be getting up pretty early tomorrow as well, I'm going to head to
You
bed
wanna
soon
have
as
some-
well.
Alcohol?
What is that? I noticed Al got that for you. What is that?
You should try
Firewater.
a little bit.
Have a little bit.
Sorry, it's called fire water. That
That's
sounds
real
like
good.
it's going to be a bit odd.
It's just a spiced spirit. I think you might actually like it a little bit.
What does it taste like? What sort of what can I expect?
Here,
Cinnamon.
pour a little bit.
What is
Okay.
the
Aquila
close-
doesn't know.
What is the closest thing to cinnamon? Like,
Nothing.
do they have
There's cinnamon in this
cinnamon?
world. There's cinnamon in this
Okay.
world.
It's very much a cinnamon flavor.
Nothing's close to cinnamon. That's why it's
I,
main thing.
I don't mind cinnamon. I like a good a spiced apple. Yeah, sure. I'll give it a go.
There you
And
go.
how much do I like? Is it like a little sip? How do I?
Shots,
It's more of a
shots.
shot. Like,
Do you
just
want to?
take a
Do you want me to
quick
get some
swig
cups and you can pour it out then, rather than me
Yeah.
taking a swig from the bottle? I don't know. I just feel a bit icky about just drinking straight
Yeah,
out
just
of
like
the bottle.
that. Just like
Sure.
That's fine.
Let's get some cups out.
Yeah, she heads over, pulls out some wooden cups, brings them over, puts out 4 wooden cups, because Rung's currently looking at his pet rock, still having an eye, a eye staring contest.
I'm
You can see
expecting him
there's
to pass out at
tears
some point.
welling up around his
Yep.
eyes. I'm not gonna break rock.
All right, I pour 2. I'm assuming
pour
you pour
another
2.
2.
Yeah.
I do
Of
notice they
course,
all
we waited
waited.
for Al to
They waited
leave.
for Al to leave. All right.
Alright.
3,
Bottoms up.
2, 1. Banzai! She drinks it. Oh! Oh! I mean, it tastes really good, but that has a burn to it. That's well, it's called firewater.
Well, what did you expect?
It's got a bit of a kick. That's quite nice, actually. It's got like a sweetness to it.
Mm-hmm.
What
real
is
good.
this made out of?
Couldn't tell ya. Honestly, couldn't tell ya.
Some sort of fruit. I thought it was
Can the players remember back not even half an hour ago? Yeah.
It's a fire fruit that's only found in the Fire Nation.
Yeah, I know that bit.
And where does it grow?
At the bottom of
Fire Nation.
volcanoes.
Yeah.
Fire.
As a character, I don't think I would know that.
No, that's fair.
Why would I know that? Yeah, sure.
I just know how to drink it.
Well, there's still probably about, like, if you pour out a shot for everyone, including Rung, there's probably about half the bottle left. It's like a small. No, okay. Drew made a face. If you
We
pour
did 2 shots out of each
Two
bottle.
shots,
Like
then
one
there's
each bottle.
still easily 2/3 left of the bottle.
Cool. Save that
all
for
right.
later.
Well, with that, unless there's anything else you wanted to do in the night.
Actually, yes.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
At some point, I'd like to talk to Shurva.
Okay. In that case, then, as the rest of you guys stay up
That
chatting
always
for a little
makes me
bit,
so nervous.
and then head to
Yeah.
bed, Mako,
Should we? Okay, we're
you head
doing
over
it.
and talk to Shurva.
Shurva,
Yeah?
do you have a minute?
Yeah, make it quick though. I have a morning run now, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Why would anyone do that?
I don't know. People are weird out here.
Here, I got you these, and I pull out the 6 throwing knives.
Sick! Good eye, thank you.
Thought they might be useful. Just spice things up a little bit.
Absolutely.
Also, did I do the right thing?
What do you mean?
Add
You have to
tutelage.
be so much more specific
did I do the
with
right thing at
everything
tutelage?
you've done.
Because I feel like I did. But I also feel like I may have been a bit rash, but also like it was the right choice.
Look, ethically, probably not,
Okay.
but I wasn't there to stop you. The reason I was there was to help.
Oh, okay. So it was.
I was just coming in to help.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I don't think either of us are good people. I don't think either of us are bad people at this point.
Sweet. Have you thought about what you're going to do after this? Because I don't think I can really want to go back to the Fire Nation after learning what I did from Roku. Just bomb. Just, bomb. Like,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not keen to go in and join the ranks of whatever they're starting that we saw at Basing Say.
yeah.
I feel like I won't be able to stick around with you guys
I
for
don't,
much
yeah.
longer once we go back.
Yeah. I don't want to. Yeah. I don't know where I want to go, though.
We'll find somewhere.
Sure.
We could always just roam around bounty hunting.
You could
You could-
definitely do that. You could 100% do that.
Well, why couldn't you? We'll get you good with a weapon. You'll be right.
I went. When I bought the knives, I went to the blacksmith and I tried out a sword.
How'd that go?
He told me I'm not good for it. So I have this metal pole with like this handle, with this cross guard on it to train. It's really heavy though. Still, I don't think I'm gonna use it.
Okay, hear me out. I'll teach you how to use the sword.
Deal.
Sick.
So
And then
okay.
we'll figure out the rest later.
figure out the rest later. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just not sure where this is all gonna go, and I'm not exactly hyped for it.
We just need to, at the moment, focus on making shit right again, I think, before we try to figure out what we're doing later.
Yeah, but then it's gonna get to later, and we're gonna have no clue.
That's fine, we figured it out then.
Fair. as long as it was more about like, am I doing the right thing? Just in general, probably not. I know that. I'm not really.
In general, you've grown a lot as a person.
Thanks, Shurva. That means a lot.
I don't feel like I have to keep tabs on you anywhere near as much anymore.
Yep. Fair. You're really
Kiss.
like.
Kiss.
We're like
Unbelievable.
siblings, my
Yeah, they're
guy.
literally like brother and sister. That's disgusting, actually.
Grubs,
Yeah, no. Would you come back here?
I would actually seriously consider it.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Also, here's the remaining of the money.
Did you keep enough to pay for the rest of the clothes?
Yes. Yes, don't
Yeah.
worry.
How much are you giving me so I can...
20 gold. 23, actually.
You did not spend as much as I was
Nope.
No, he has more
Fancy.
money than you thought.
Yeah, I had more money than you thought. Yep.
Fair enough. Oh, thanks. Cool.
Did you spend your own money or did you spend the money she gave you?
I
I think a
put back.
mixture.
I put back the money that I had back into this pot to give back to her.
Okay. How much did she give us?
50.
50.
Okay. Yeah, cool.
And you gave me
And
back
you and I spent like
23.
10 of that, or 9 of that.
We spent 9 and we didn't give an extra. We didn't give the gold back, so it's ours.
Al still has $1. He's keeping it as a token
$1.
A gold.
for the gold.
Nice. Alrighty. Well, with that, as you head to bed back to your separate rooms, the separate dorms, you have a lovely long rest, and we will jump back in next time as you awaken the next morning for your 5 a.m. run.
I would just like to
Yeah.
preface the conversation that Marco and I are just having by imagining that we're both just like sitting at the table drinking a
Yeah.
little bit,
Yep.
having a heart to heart.
I thought so too. That's how I was picturing it in my mind. It's like everyone else goes to
Yeah.
bed. It's just the two of you left. And then Marco sort of like seeing there's no one else around goes like, Shurva, I don't really want to go back to the Fire Nation.
Yeah, I really don't want to go back.
Like,
Yeah.
they seem like shit people.
Because like you have to remember, like our characters have like a really good like sibling kind of relationship. So I'd imagine like in that moment they act less at war with each other and more like
Yeah.
leaning on each
Absolutely.
other.
Yeah.
You have to. It's a battle of attrition to get out of the friend zone. That's what it is.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, that is not how I pictured that conversation, but that's okay.
How did you picture it? Him
Much
holding
like
me
the
a knife
scroll.
point?
I think he's picturing it much like the scroll they found on the pirate ship is
Yeah. Yeah.
the tasteful art that I came
Gross.
across. I know, so gross, but that's where he was going with it. So I thought I'd jump in before he could describe it way worse than that.
No, I wouldn't.
Imagining, like, on a
Go whittle
balcony
yourself.
in the moonlights.
I whittle all night.
Ew. All right. Thank you so much for joining
And
us,
different kinds
everybody.
of wood.
And on that note,
Oh,
I'm
and I
wrapping it up.
also,
We
I also
will be
carved
back.
the wood.
We will be back next session, which is next Tuesday for Avatar Legends. If you want to join us for our lovely, amazing homebrew D&D adventure, Return of the Giants, that is on tomorrow night. Get excited. The campaign is going crazy well. And we actually have one of the lovely players here. Dave is a guest on the D&D Return of the Giants campaign, playing Harry Harrington the Harrington Rogue, which is
That's the
a
one.
Holy shit, your initiative would be insane.
it's literally nuts. It's like,
He
yeah,
does all right.
he does all right. So yeah, make sure you join us tomorrow night, same time, same place.
He's
for
almost
Return of
dead
the
right
Giants.
now. He's got
He's-
2 ribs remaining.
He's had a
Two
few rough
ribs.
hits. Yeah, he's had a couple of rough hits actually. But that is all for us tonight. We will see you all next time. Stay safe, stay well, and until we see you again, goodbye, everybody. Bye. Oh, and if you're Twitch people, stay around. We're gonna go raid a channel right now. Bye.
Bye.